Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers, after a convoluted plan to try and discover if Wilfred's family members were also brain eating tentacle monsters, had produced some results, but seemingly also went somewhat awry. The group separated into two parts. On their own, heard an explosion and gunshots coming by way of the Marshal headquarters. They separately made their way to the scene of the incident, with Jarvis and Ed arriving first, and their eyes being greeted with a large number of mind flares and brain puppies attacking the marshals. As the others sped their way there upon Bruce's now polymorphed back, that of a Quetzalcoatl, um, they fought side by side with Marshal Silver and the other marshals to attempt to bring these creatures low. Uh, it was difficult. Ed got mind controlled for a little bit there, but was stunned, so he couldn't really do nothing. And thankfully, didn't turn on his friends. Uh, but ultimately, they had won the battle with quite a number of casualties. Only the deputy and Marshal Silver surviving, though their party members were relatively still doing well, those that were present, but not before a single mind flare escaped. They
Like a
then rushed
tactical
down,
retreat.
tactical retreat. They then rushed down, check on the status of Patterson. It was then that they discovered that Patterson had almost been killed had it not been for Ed coming downstairs and the mind flares leaving him to his own devices. And also that the members of the Splinter Gang that were locked up down below had used the chaos to blow their way out and leave. Um, as they discussed with one another about getting Patterson free, then went to go talk to Marshal Silver, who said that it would be best for the time being to bring him back to the college and get him checked out by Master Silverspell. Uh, as they were about to depart the dungeon, the jail, Bruce and Marcus blocked Wilfred's way as Marcus cast a zone of truth and began interrogating him as to some suspicious comments he had made and whether or not he was in fact a mind flare or a mind flare thrall. Um, so before I pick that up, I want to first and foremost say, and I'll repeat it again for Tom when he gets here. I screwed up. Zone of Truth was used in my Strahd game last night, and Vex reminded me that I was misinterpreting the rules of it. It does not, in fact, tell you whether the person is telling the truth or lying. It simply prevents them from speaking a lie while within the circle if they have, in fact, failed the save, which Wilfred decided to do so. Um, but with that out of the way, I have a very long message here from Bean about several questions that Aaron would have wanted to ask Wilfred before you guys departed to the college. So we're going to do that real quick. So first off, just before they began questioning him, I believe he said that he would walk up to you, Ed. Aaron would walk up to you. Hey, can I get all my stuff back? You know, my jacket and backpack and banjo?
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'll take all of it out.
Alrighty, and he will re-equip that to himself. And then he would have proceeded down around the time that you guys had begun questioning Wilfred. And after Bruce and Marcus's sort of line of questioning had stopped, he wanted to ask Wilfred. You said earlier that Patterson could have unknowingly been a type of sleeper agent. If you acknowledge that something like this is a possibility, you or anyone for that matter could be an agent for them and still truthfully answer the opposite in a zone of truth, so long as you're not currently active. Add on to the fact that your sleeper argument for Patterson was that the memories could be replaced or self-suppressed, and that you said that you were unconscious for 2 days. It's not unreasonable to think the same could be the case with you. Do you agree with that logic?
Makes sense.
Okay. There's literally a fucking playbook for me here. Okay. If he agrees with the logic of question 1, proceed here. Okay.
Oh no.
It's possible that said sleeper's activation could be triggered remotely by something on their person, so that a mind flare wouldn't have to be present at all times. So I'm going to ask you to allow us to search you.
Okay.
All right.
Also believe. Sorry, me and Ed are technically leaving with Patterson right now.
Uh,
That's a good
yes.
question. Okay.
Well, if you would have, so you guys had moved past after they had finished interrogating. So technically, I think you guys would be back up over here.
So
but
like
I mean-
for like retconning so that it's in the middle of sometime last session.
Yes.
Just
Questioning what
need
happened?
to
Okay,
know.
okay.
I'm just wanted to know if we're even in proximity. For
Yeah, you would have
listening
been.
purposes.
Oh, I'm moving the dead Marshal. You guys probably would have been somewhere up here. Okay. So let's see. What is it to pat people down? Investigation.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I'm pretty good at investigating. I'll get my hands ready.
All right. He will bardically inspire you.
Hell yeah. Are they helping me or just inspiring me?
Hold on. Let me make sure.
I guess Tom could help. Marcus.
Sure. I'll say yeah. I'll say Marcus will help you and Aaron will inspire you.
All right, and then it's a D what for the inspiration?
D10.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a 25. All right. What was he trying to look for? There's something that would be able to trigger. Okay. So upon patting Wilfried down, what would Wilfried have on him in general?
He would have. Yeah, braces of defense.
Any truth detecting breaking magic items?
None visible. If he has any. He has some fine familiar components. He has a book. That looks shadowy. He has a ring of protection. 2-person tent, a magnifying glass, cold weather clothes, hemp rope, water skin,
Okay.
20 rations, 10 torch, 1 tinderbox,
So-
1 mess kit, 1 bed,
Right. All right. So I would say that the
and his wedding ring too.
Yeah, and his wedding ring. Nothing would stand out as being a I guess like some sort of remote activation device. And you, Bruce, being arcanely inclined and him having openly discussed it, know that the book is how he uses his magic, which is not all that dissimilar from your own. So, yeah, and I mean, like bracers of defense, you don't use them, but you know that they wouldn't be able to do something like that.
Do either of the other two have a detect magic just in case he has something not visible to us?
I
Jarvis is now currently leaving.
I believe Aaron does. Let me check his sheet to see if he has well, he didn't participate in the fight, so he should have his spell slots to some degree.
He did use a bunch of spell
Uh,
slots earlier with Patterson.
Yes, he did. What level is detect magic?
1.
First.
So it should be fine.
He doesn't, but does he have it from the mandolin?
Possibly.
No, he has all the mandolin stuff added in. Uh,
Marcus might have it, but if
Let
he
me
prepared it or
see.
not, I don't know.
yeah, I'm gonna check him right now.
Clerks do get it. I don't know if he prepared it though.
Right. He has it, it is prepared, and he has one spell slot remaining, so I will have him detect magic. He would see. Oh, I'm gonna have to say it out loud because technically he's not here. He would see a source of abjuration magic over Wilfried. But I looked it up, and the bracers of defense do in fact produce abjuration magic.
So no magic items that he didn't already tell us.
Essentially, yeah. No other. Did I give you did I give you anything for sorcerer?
No, I don't have any sorcerer magic
Oh, like any
specific.
shards?
Nope.
Okay.
I have no sorcerer
Alright.
specific items.
All right. So yeah, no, it would only be the bracers. And I guess he
And the
would
ring
say
of
as much.
protection.
Oh, and the ring of protection, which is also, hold on, let me check.
It would make sense it'd be abjuration as well.
Let's see. Yeah, it's also abjuration. So yeah, he would see a glowing nimbus of light around him, and it would be coming from the ring of protection and the bracers of defense.
All right, he's clean, Aaron. Continue with your line of questioning.
All right, all right. Jesus Christ. The book I read on mind flares for research mentioned several of the ways that they can control people and ways to end or cure some of those controls. Now, most of those are way out of my wheelhouse, but I do have the slots left for one. I don't know if you would say slots, but sure. It wouldn't completely clear the air since it only works on one type of control, but it'd be a definitive start. Will you allow me to try?
Sure. This is very concerning. If you're thinking of a mind flare thrall, I'm starting to have a little bit of a panic attack.
Okay. So he would cast a spell, which I'm unsure if it would be familiar to you or not. But he is going to use the banjo to cast protection from evil and good on you. So I guess the question is, would you be willing?
I mean, he.
Well,
is-
you're allowing him to cast a spell on you, so that makes you willing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is not good.
Okay. All right. Let's see if there was anything else he said. I'm just curious.
How many conditions does he fucking have?
Oh, he sent me quite a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, he has nothing based upon after this happens. All right, so
As soon
you
as
and
he,
I.
yeah, as soon as he casts it, Wilfred collapses to the floor.
Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit!
And
What?
scurrying out.
Oh!
Oh fuck!
And in your heads, you just hear screaming. What?
Oliver?
God, I
What's
cast
going
hold
on? What's happening?
cast hold monster. Hold
Wait,
monster.
where are me and Ed right now?
I think
You're
we're
right
where we
down the
are.
hall
Where
there,
we are.
yeah.
Do we see this happen?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
most
Oh
definitely.
yeah, Jarvis is going. Oh what the? So
Yeah, I'll put him like right here. All right, so you're
Do
casting
I-
hold monster.
If that doesn't work, I would like to try using my stone rune also on this thing.
Okay, I gotta open up an intellect error sheet. Hold on.
I don't have web prepared. Fuck.
Dude, he was like, if he subtle cast counterspell, then I would know that it fizzles out, obviously, and so on and so forth. He had a bunch of additional conditions, but
Hey, to get our, we found out that Ring of Mind shielding does not prevent you from lying in a circle of truth, zone of truth. So instead, my mind was wiped by my patron as a contingency if it was cast on me. So he had no idea he was an intellect devourer.
yeah, so none of what he said was a lie because he was speaking the truth.
So he's a supercharged intellect devourer.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'd still have my intelligence stats, my mind stats. Hold on. Oh, it'd be the same roll, but with a +2 instead, so 4.
A 4. Okay, so you would become paralyzed.
You still hear in your heads, what's happening? Why am I on the ground? Why am I looking at my body from the outside?
Oh my god, you're cutting out!
Wait, are you screaming? Are you saying words?
Oh, why am I on the ground? Why am I looking at my body from the outside?
Why are you afraid?
Can I just pick it up
Yeah,
if it's
reasonably.
paralyzed? Is this him?
Oh,
It popped out of him.
Do we
I
squish
said-
it, or do we put it
Was I
back?
right?
Let me know when a round passes, Dylan, because that's important.
Right.
Can we put it back? Can we put him back?
Do we want to?
I don't know.
I am so confused.
Okay, so just really quickly, you're mostly all freaking out. Is anyone else trying to do anything in this instance? If not, I'm going to let him
Jarvis
do
is
his
looking at the
next
body. What happened to the body?
thing. The back of the skull kind of like
No,
split
it
open, like
teleports. It teleports.
oh, it teleports. Oh, never mind. So it's just a dead
so
body.
It's about like from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, no, it's just a dead body on the floor.
Well, almost dead body.
Yeah. You think you see like
It technically has no brain right now.
It's alive for 1 round.
it's alive. Yeah, it's alive for 1 round. So yeah, you can make the wisdom save again, I guess.
Can I make a?
Well, make
From-
make a wisdom save, and then you could do your thing, Jarvis, because I just want to see.
4.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
unfortunate.
My quick question is: would Jarvis ever even have the knowledge of how long the body's alive for?
No, because
No,
none of that was
the
in.
person has been dead.
Aaron
more
would have
than a
read it
minute.
in the book, probably. If it was
Aaron
in-
No, but I
would
just realized
know,
that-
but he can't. I don't think he possesses any of the things that would be able to fix him.
Oh, you need wish.
No,
Yeah.
technically, his original brain and his body has been dead for more than a minute.
Yeah, he's been dead for.
Oh yeah, there's
No,
way.
his body's still alive. If you could restore the brain, revivify would work, but
No,
you need wish to restore the brain.
Yeah, you need wish to restore the brain, and then you can revivify the body. But you don't have.
I
wish.
don't have that shit.
Yeah, but
we
you
don't got
wouldn't
that
know.
shit. Okay,
The only-
can we save him? And if not, I am going to squish him.
What?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Can we
What are
do
we gonna
it?
tell his wife and kids?
That he's been dead for a while? I don't know.
Oh
Okay,
God.
Ed, can you put that thing on the ground?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Fuck.
You still hear panicking coming in your heads. Like it does not know what's happening. It sounds like
can
it's
you hear
Wilfried,
us?
and it's freaking out.
Does anyone have a small cage?
Wilf, can you
Yeah,
hear
let me
us?
check my back pocket.
Yeah, I can hear you. Why am I outside my body?
Wilf,
Why are
I
you
think
afraid
you
of
got brain puppied. Wilf?
I just more panic.
Uh, okay. So what did you fucking do that caused this to happen? I look at the three of them.
Aaron did some clever wordplay. I don't fucking know what happened. He was like asking him good questions, and then his brain exploded, I think.
I
Well,
don't
he
think
played something with the banjo.
Aaron.
I did protection from good and evil, which forces my brain puppies out of occupied bodies, but he
Apparently,
still sounds like Wilfred, and that's creepy.
was my theory right? Did his brain and the freaking intellect of our brain fuse together? It's weird.
I don't know. They didn't say nothing about that in the book.
Wilf?
No.
Wilf, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You got brain puppied.
I feel like I don't have much time left.
Oh, is that? Oh, his body just died.
I think his body would be dead by this point. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I
Yeah,
don't
if it's
think
been
we
around
can-
since it's been ejected, he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't think we can bring you back, Wilf.
You mean I'm stuck like this?
I think you all were this.
No. I wasn't always this. I grew up. I grew up in Silvery Moon. I was taken. I was taken through a reckoning portal. I ended up here in Texas, and I met my wife and at a dance. I remember everything.
I think. Well, technically, an intellect of our brain would remember everything as well if they ate your brain.
But like,
I can confirm.
I don't remember being an intellect power.
Then either my theory is correct, or
I
for
think-
some strange.
Aaron's gonna insight that because I feel like he would.
Let's see, persuasion.
Or some other shenanigan is
I meant to
happening
GM
here.
roll that. Oh, well.
I don't know how, but he might be telling the truth.
I
So
believe he doesn't
okay,
know.
okay. Wilf,
Shit.
if you're a brain puppy right now, can you control yourself?
I don't know. I can't move at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we want you to just yet. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand. I'd be freaked out too. I mean, I am freaked out.
Okay. I'm going to attempt something.
What are you doing?
Who's holding?
Ed.
Still me.
Well, Ed's holding the puppy, but
I
Bruce
think
is
Bruce
using
cast
Hold
Hold
Monster. Yeah.
Bruce, could you let go of him for a bit?
Okay, I will drop it.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Wilfred, I'm going to attempt something. I'm gonna try to revive the body, and once I do that, you will have to see if you can force your way in psionically.
I
Hope this will work.
I don't know if that will work, Dylan.
I don't think that works.
I mean, I could try, but I
If
don't know
anyone
if it'll work.
Is it like if you're a brain puppy, you're gonna try and steal the body that was revived?
Technically, it would just be an empty vessel for like a second, then it would die again. If we want to play by those rules.
I don't think so. So here's the problem, right?
Right, because Revivify targets the soul, not the body.
Well, there's that, but also, even if it was the body, the actual Wilfried has been dead for more than a minute. Yeah, he
Well, no,
only
his body just died.
Well, the
It
body
goes off
just
of the
died,
body.
yeah,
You touch a creature
but the
that has
soul
died within
has
the last
not
minute.
been in there.
That's weird.
Post it real quick.
Revivify?
Yeah, if you could.
The spell can't return to life a creature that has died of old age, nor can it restore any missing body parts. So yeah, it shouldn't work.
Oh, the brain is gone.
So technically, it wouldn't restore the brain, so it would just be an empty head
Well, I
case.
mean, yeah, I mean, if it doesn't have the brain there, it's not.
There's
alive.
nothing to return to life.
Yeah, so I'd say, but before you actually do it, I guess make an intelligence check, because otherwise you're going to be wasting a diamond here.
Intelligence or Arcana for this bit?
Probably more Arcana, yeah.
On second thought, that won't work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Am I still being held by Ed?
Yes.
The four limbs are just kind of limply dangling.
At this point, I think the best we could do for you, Wilf, is just taking down some things you want to say to your family at this point. I don't know how much more we can do for you.
I'm so confused. I don't know.
This may sound weird, but you might be useful, also a liability.
Well, yeah, you're a brain puppy.
Yeah, which means you could possibly go amongst our current dilemma unnoticed, but at the same time, if you're somehow hive mind backed in with them, we would be flirked.
I don't think he's going to work as a double agent. I think
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we ever get into a situation like that. As of right now, I'm actually Wilfried.
What?
Can you do any of your fancy spells?
I technically should still be able to.
Yeah, don't point them at me.
I will. I can't do verbal components right now though, because I can't verbally speak.
Psychically push me.
I shove you against the wall. Makes a strength save.
That should be great.
You fail. You're pushed up against the wall.
Okay, I'm pretty sure those brain things could not do that before, which means you might still have some of your own juice left.
So you're
the only difference right now is your physical body.
I don't think I can cast any spells that require verbal components. I don't. I've been trying to speak verbally, but it's not working.
I don't think they can speak at all.
No, they can telepathically speak. They can't.
Yeah, right.
verbally.
Well, but they can't. Yeah,
No.
they can't verbally speak at all.
What's in Aaron's playbook for this?
There's nothing. No, it ends. It ends at him attempting to cast that spell on him, and then if he tried to resist it.
We're off script, guys. We're off script.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
we're off script. Yeah, I think it was. Well, what were the other options? If he wasn't willing, I feel it fizzle. Another marvelous coincidence. First speak with the dead fizzles, now this. If he isn't willing, try it again. And that's basically it. But then after that, he says nothing.
You can see if it actually works.
He just wanted to see if it would work, and I mean, it worked. But there's nothing beyond if it worked.
Okay.
You see one of the paws just kind of do a little wave thing.
Hi.
While touching the book, because the book wouldn't turn to ash, because technically I'm not dead. My body's dead. and I cast a major image of my family, a minor image of my family, to look at.
Oh.
Oh God, he's hitting us in the fucking
Oh,
feels.
Wilf.
Should we let
This
him
is-
go?
What the hell can we
don't-
do?
Oh, fuck. This just got so much more complicated.
You could.
And we have frickin' you
You-
over there
Could
looking
she
like
make me a new body?
Do you know how long that would fucking take?
I
that would take a
We've got this dead guy right over around the corner.
It's not work that way.
Why not?
Can we put you into someone else?
Uh,
I don't know how
that would kill him.
work.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
that-
kill
I have
someone.
I have no memory of being an intellect devourer, so I don't know what that would do to me. I don't
you need a
particularly know
manual.
how to do that either.
Yeah, he might just remember what he is once he's in a new body, and if he might kill us.
there are so many unknown factors. Marcus, any ideas?
He's thinking.
As a catch-up, Aaron cast protection from evil and good on Wilfried, and this thing popped out, freaking out, wondering why it was outside of his body, looking at it, dead on the ground.
What the fuck? So that's Wilfried?
Yes.
Yeah.
I fucking know it!
Like my Jarvis theory was that his brain fused with the freaking Interlocutor's brain, making them one entity. And Jarvis is thinking he's partially right now. Otherwise, he doesn't know what to think.
Okay.
What was Bruce's reaction?
Old monster.
Yeah, whole monster.
But it's not fighting back. It's just it's looking at a minor illusion of Wilfred's family.
If it had tear ducts, it would cry.
Yeah, it would be crying. It's not saying anything. Well, it's not speaking in your heads at the moment. It's just kind of it kind of squirmed in Ed's hand to turn towards the image.
All right,
He's-
y'all. What are we doing?
He's
Let him
not
scamper off. What's one more
What?
brain puppy in the world?
Right.
Are you
He's not.
fucking kidding me?
You can't leave me like this.
He's not going to draw his weapon. He's just going to hold his hand on it, though.
Can we? Oh, God. I mean, if
Hold on.
I want to bring you back. I want to try.
I'm curious now. As I looked at Patterson.
He just
Patterson?
looks fucking freaked.
Have we did Protection of Good and Evil in Patterson?
Oh God. Oh no.
I can't do it again.
Marcus, can you?
Let me see if I have it prepared.
I think you should still have it prepared from the
Devil fight.
from the devil fight when you're in the labyrinth, because Bean had you cast it.
No, you cast something else.
Oh, he cast protection from good
Yeah,
and
he
evil.
used protection from good and evil.
I have dispel evil and good,
That's what he cast.
and that is prepared.
I'll predict
What
that.
is post that? What does that do?
That's the thing where you can touch him and just boof him back.
It's a first or second level spell, Tom.
I do
that's
not
protection.
have that one prepared. I have this one prepared though.
Okay.
Should we bring him to Silver Spell? Maybe he'll know what to do with him.
Silver spell or the doctor.
Oh, fuck.
Bring my,
Oh, the doctor would know what to do.
Yeah, you bring my body if if we're going
Ed?
anywhere. I don't know. I don't tell
Ed,
my
do you
family.
feel like
Wilf,
Oh, look,
your
Ed,
family has to know.
give
I'm
me-
sorry.
give me Brain Wilford, you
Can
grab
we
his
can we
body.
try to fix this before we tell them?
Whoa! Ed should hold on to the puppy just in case he tries to run.
I
He ain't getting out of Ed's grip.
Okay, then who's picking up the
hold on
body?
to you.
Not it.
Can I
It's a little-
even pick up the body? I cannot.
It's a little crude, but he could go in the bag.
He would.
All right, I will try to
I
use
would last 10 minutes.
Ed's training, and
Well, no,
I
no,
will
the
try to use
body,
Ed's
the
training and
corpses-
pick him up.
Okay,
It
make
does
a
not resist.
athletics
Oh, you're,
check.
No,
you're
I don't
still sore
resist.
you're sore from yesterday. Wait, no, the corpse, right? We're talking
Yeah,
about the
the
Oh, the
corpse.
corpse. Oh, I thought you were talking about the
Oh
corpse.
yeah.
Yeah, no, not you.
How much did Wilfried weigh?
Wilfried weighs
So 100 pounds away.
176 pounds.
That's a 12. You,
You have a -2. What is the carrying
You-
capacity at -2?
yeah, I'm not sure.
Wait, I'm stronger than Bruce.
Yep.
Strength score multiplied by 15 in pounds. So
So 8 or 7 or whatever it is. 7 times 15. Which is not
6.
6 times
6.
15.
Jesus. Yeah, no, that's like half of
90
what we have
pounds.
to-
Yeah.
90 pounds.
Yeah,
You
you
can pick
get
up
him
his
a little
kid,
bit off
one of his
the
kids.
ground, but
I got him.
yeah,
I got him,
and then
guys.
drop him.
You want me
Okay,
to?
should-
You want me to help?
No, I got it. I got it. Just give me a second.
Should he go in the
Really
bag?
straining.
Should the corpse? Because we cannot, y'all carry a body around the city if we gotta take him to the doctor
Well-
or marshal or
F-
silver spell.
hold on.
I got space in there
That's.
with your permission, Wilf.
I mean, I could carry my own body. If you give me a few
I've
rounds.
got it, guys. Bruce is smoke and mirrors. I'll make the dead body look like it's walking.
We're gonna weekend of Bernie's him all the way across the city.
Good work.
Yeah, if I expend a bonus action to get 2 sorcery points back, I can psionically cast telekinesis and I can pick up my body.
For a minute.
You ride on your body.
I could sit on the shoulder, yes. And
Yeah, but then you got a floating corpse.
Then I'll make it look like it's not a floating
Yeah,
corpse.
yeah,
I'll make it
yeah.
look like it's walking.
I guess I cast telekinesis to pick it up, and Bruce makes it look like it's walking.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Look, we got some heat on us right now. Marcus just summoned a devil in the middle of the damn street.
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
can only concentrate on this for 10 minutes, so wherever we
Yeah.
gotta go.
Let's go.
We got a fucking reputation. If it's running out, your body's going in the bag. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Thank you, Sliver. Come on,
Uh,
Patterson. We gotta go.
okay.
Patterson, yeah, you gotta. All right, we're hoofing it.
So, you guys,
Where first?
put you over here.
Help us go.
All right, college.
Boop.
I guess Aaron could, if has
Yeah,
a
is it
spell
urgent
slot, could
enough for a
teleport
circle?
to the college.
Let me check and see if he does.
Oh shit! I got it. I got one in teleportation circle.
Okay.
I shall do that then.
All right, so you
And
guys
I
head
will mark off
upstairs,
chalk.
and Bruce draws the teleportation circle, and you bamf yourself over to the college. Yours, Bruce, I think I gave you the one that was actually inside of the room, right?
Yeah, I think so. Mine was in the classroom.
Yeah.
All right, nothing
Oh,
to see
fuck.
here.
Better not be a lecture going.
There is not, but a high above, just sort of floating there in what appears to be like a spectral pillow, is Master Silverspell just going through his big book of spells.
Go! We got a problem.
I'd be hyperventilating if I had lungs.
Walter's not here anymore. Here, I'll move yous.
Guess Patterson would be here too, because we were supposed to escort
Yep.
him here.
Yeah,
We're all here.
there's Patterson's little token. I gotta find it real quick. All right, as you all just appear into this place, and Master Silverspell just kind of like slams the heavy book shut, and he's just, "What the hell is going? Is that an intellect devourer? What the fuck are you guys doing here?"
It's me,
Shit
Wilfried.
had gotten
Yeah,
complicated.
he's
Wilfried, sir.
university. He's university faculty.
Anderson, did you escape from jail? No, actually, I've been released on my reconnaissance.
He should be expelled. How dare you,
Fuck you, Bruce.
Patterson?
Not a thing to be arguing about right now.
We got bigger problems. My body is dead, and I'm outside it.
Good, they got you out. Now squish the damn thing.
Wait, there's something more to this. It thinks it's actually Wilfried and not an intellect devourer. It has no memory of ever being an intellect devourer.
You believe that? Are you fucking kidding me? That thing's deceiving you.
It can use his spells.
Yeah.
He's got the book.
It is fully capable of magical spellcasting.
I mean, to be fair to
when
Master
it
Silverspell,
has-
I couldn't cast spells until after the incident, so
Yeah, that's not looking good for you.
although
I don't know. I trust
also the fact-
Silverspell on this one.
the fact that I'm arguing for my own demise is probably a sign that I am good. I don't
Wait,
know.
so you want to die?
I don't want to die, but like I'd be saying anything I could to not be killed if I was actually an intellect devourer, I think.
Reverse psychology.
Oh,
I don't know what's happening, okay?
Yeah, you fucking parasite.
Okay, I guess I'll roll.
Ooh.
This is all completely unorthodox. Look, even if I could help you, we'd have to cast Wish on the body, and that's fucking expensive. And then we'd have to willingly let this thing go back into him.
Yeah, that's not the.
Then there would be two of him.
Yeah, it's a whole other shenanigans right now. Could you do something else in the meantime? That's
What do you
I don't
want?
know what you want me to do.
What do you want him to do?
I can kill it
Well-
for you if you don't want the blood on your hands.
No, that's not the issue.
Also, ever since you guys came into this room, the lights would have dimmed and there would just be a low pulsing yellow light.
Woo! Woo! Just an alarm
It's
going
not
off.
making any noises, no, but you would see him kind of like just wave his hand dismissively and the lights would turn back on and he just, look, if you want me to try and bring the original Wilfried back, I can try. That thing, though, is not him, despite what it's telling you and what it thinks.
I understand. I
So
understand.
we should kill it then.
That would be the
But-
safest bet.
Okay, how do we
wait.
bring out the original, whatever?
He
really
doesn't.
is.
The original one doesn't even know us.
I would have to cast Wish to restore his brain, and then probably. I don't think I can do it. You'd have to take him to the church.
Revivify will
And-
work.
No, it
I'm
wouldn't.
not a cleric.
Wait, so regardless of what we should do, we should kill this brain puppy, right?
I guess.
Sorry, old friend.
No,
Ed?
wouldn't Revivify work?
Hold on.
The body
Uh,
just. It's actually been over a round now that we're Revivify.
Here,
will no longer work.
I'll post Revivify.
It's been over a round.
We already-
It's been.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
we
thinking.
already-
I'm sorry. I'm
no, it's
thinking
been
of
over a
Resurrection.
minute, not a round.
I'm thinking of Resurrection.
Or it'd be raised dead would still work.
Yeah, we need Ray's dead now.
yeah, you need Ray's dead. You could take him to the bishop, and the bishop can bring him back after I restore his brain.
Okay, but whatever's
All right,
in there is still in there.
I think we should consult his family about doing that.
Oh god, my kids are in class right now.
Uh,
they're going
Wilfried's
through,
children
like, a
are in
lockdown
class
right
right now.
Yeah, there's just a lockdown in the whole fucking college right now.
You would actually hear a bunch of people running around outside of the door.
Okay.
Filter
So-
spell. Oh, sorry, Ed.
No, I didn't. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, it's something that also I just wanted to get quickly done because the same thing might have happened to Patterson.
I don't think so.
Can
We don't
wizards
know.
cast that spell?
You
Well-
just need to do protection from good and evil, and yes, I think wizards can cast that spell.
Hold on.
I skipped that class.
Uh,
Yeah, wizards
Yep,
get
protection
it.
from evil. Good wizard spell.
okay, he'll just float over and Patterson, you better be fucking willing. Yes, and he'll cast the spell, and nothing would happen. No.
Minor
Oh,
illusion.
thank God.
A brain popping out the
Oh.
back. Kill him! Kill him quick!
So Silver Spell kind of like floats back 5 feet really quickly when he sees that, and then he just kind of like
It's not real.
looks
It's
at
an
it
illusion.
again.
I have blind sense right now. I can see through it.
Come on, don't do that.
Okay, worth a shot.
Now, Master Silver Spell. I do not myself know it, but actually, do I know it? No, I don't. Okay. Would the spell Resurrection work on him?
You have to restore his brain first.
Which takes
Would I?
wish. Yeah, resurrection would restore lost body parts, but it doesn't restore the brain for some reason. But it's
That's dumb.
it's well, it would restore the brain if, like, say their head was destroyed, but in this case, because of the way Body Thief is worded, it specifically takes wish.
Yeah. Okay. That. Yeah. No. I see what you're saying. It's just like when it says missing body parts, I'm like, Do you know what I mean?
So,
Yeah.
what the fuck do we do?
The safest option for you right now is to kill that thing. I'll cast the spell, bring back his brain, and then you got to rush his body over to the bishop and pray that he's got what he needs to revive him. Then we'll have the original Wilfried back. Though you're right, he probably won't remember you.
Aw.
But how? Then what do we do about whatever did this?
That's what did it. He always sent them the intellect
No,
of power.
No, but that ain't.
There's
no
a lot more to
ordinary-
this.
That's a special magic fucking.
Well, then explain. What do you mean there's more to this?
Well, Aaron found a book that told him where Wilfred went on an archaeology trip, and then it was a Mind Flayer ship. I'm pretty sure.
So we just need to go there.
Wait. There's a crashed nautiloid here?
There's a what?
I think so.
Okay, none of
I
us
went
said
out
that.
to the Badlands because there was I heard rumors of a crashed object that looked like a ship in the Badlands, and I went to go explore it, and I was attacked there. And after that, I had powers.
Oh, God.
This is not only that, but this is a much more powerful intellect devourer than any other intellect devourer we've encountered so far.
We can dissect it afterwards. But if there's a crashed ship and more of these things, there might be an elder brain.
Well,
Oh,
that's
God.
the other weird thing that I also wanted to bring up. If, when we got to the prison, it was being assaulted by, well, these things, as I point to Wilfried Brain, and a bunch of arcanely charged mind flayers.
Yeah, nasty spells and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Is that a thing? I thought they were all brain stuff.
They have the ability to cast spells, though it tends to be more psionically. But they can cast other spells too without
it got in my
psionics.
fucking head.
Yeah, but they were doing an entire battalion of them?
Then things are worse than I thought. That means that
And
that ship is probably home to a colony.
not only that, but they were
Oh,
trying
God.
their damnedest to get the. Well, I point over to our resident nerd.
Which
Well,
one?
And he points to Patterson.
Well, I
Yeah,
was gonna say
Patterson.
if
How dare
if
you
it-
add which one? What does that mean?
My journal. My journal. Look, read it. What is? I definitely wrote stuff in it. I don't know what I wrote. I can't remember. But why would I have a book that I could write in that I never wrote in?
Where is your
Your-
book?
It's
Your
on my.
shadowy
It's
book?
yeah, the shadow book. I use my other telekinesis, mage hand, to pick it up and float it over to someone.
Well, yeah, you always look at it and there's nothing in it.
Can I see it? As Jarvis ushers for it.
Yeah, I floated over to him.
Jarvis tries opening it.
This is your spellbook?
No, not my spell book. This is my book of shadows.
Oh.
His warlock thing.
Or your tome of the pact.
Yeah,
It's-
you
It's
open.
what I use to converse with my patron, Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh
you,
no.
You open it, and Jarvis, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Boy.
Let itself get resilience and wisdom.
You watch as his eyes roll up into the back of his head and his body begins convulsing. And Jarvis, you would just hear within your head, "Mm, you would make a tasty morsel."
You see Jarvis kind of seizing and foaming at the mouth as he's spasming on the ground.
And
Squish him, man! Squish him!
The book would get snatched out of Jarvis's hand invisibly, and you'd see it kind of like float over towards Silver Spell.
Oh, what's the effects? I don't even know what's happening. Or am I just playing them out?
No, hold on. You failed. You take 8 psychic damage.
Okay. Is that it?
Once it gets ripped out of your hands, your body would stop convulsing. His eyes would roll back in.
At least your intelligence was reduced to 1.
What the fuck?
So, what the hell? Wilf?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't say I want to eat your brain.
Hold on. I'll scamper over to my book and kind of drag it away from everyone and flip it open to read.
The pages are blank.
Pages are blank. I'll mage hand over like a quill and write in.
Can you tell me about the Chamber of Secrets?
Damn it!
Or no, do you know anything about the Chamber of Secrets?
Repeat last entry. I write into it.
You would watch as the ink would fade into the paper, and
fuck?
scrolling across in what would effectively be, what is it, abyssal, right?
Deep
Or,
speech.
deep speech, yeah, deep speech.
And Jarvis can read it.
It
if
would
allowed.
say, well, he dragged it away from you guys, so you wouldn't be able to see it. But Silver Spell's floating up, and he's kind of like looking over your little shoulder, brain. I don't know. But it would say, command not recognized.
Command not recognized. I write in search query Patterson.
It would sink into the paper once more, and beginning to scroll across would be This user is no longer recognized.
Oh.
Fuck, you've been had.
Okay. Well, close the book. I guess I'm not allowed to use my book anymore.
You're not allowed?
Can you elaborate?
I'm just not.
Well, says who?
I guess my patron, whoever that is, which, going off of context clues, sounds like the Elder Brain.
Based on what was said to me, yes. As Jarvis falls back down.
Okay. So you know where the crash
Uh-oh.
is.
Master Silverspell, I did turn in the egg, right? For Gippy?
Egg.
No.
Oh, for
No.
Gleb? No, you paid for him.
Oh,
No.
no.
There was no egg.
No. The Elder Brain has a fucking dragon phoenix?
No, it's gonna have a fucking dragon brain.
Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What did I do? What?
Ugh.
This is all the more reason to kill this thing before it causes us any more heartache.
Before he says anything, actually, you watch, this is, can I do this? Hold on. Is this enough damage to kill me
Oh,
at higher levels? Yes, I can. Okay, hold on.
are you gonna audio? What are you doing?
Where is it? Mind spike. 3rd level.
Your mind.
Takes. Oh, that's.
Do you willingly
I
fail?
do willingly fail.
Wait, you're doing it on yourself?
I am.
Can you even do that?
A target creature.
It reaches a mind of one creature you can see. I can see myself within range. And I collapse to the ground.
Holy shit.
Okay, as Brain Puppy Wilfried kills himself, and you saw that like Silverspell was about to cast a spell, and then he just goes, "I'm ruining all my fun."
All right, now fucking what?
Exactly.
Well, if you want the original back, hold on, and you see
Well, I just. Ugh.
he has a this guy wears some jewelry, and you see as he kind of on his left index finger, he kind of like raises it outward, and it's this sort of beautiful looking golden ring with almost like a sigil on the front of it with these 3 little like diamonds embedded into like a sun shape, and there's like 4 little like rubies in like each cardinal direction on the ring, and it seems like one of the gems is already cracked, and he just says, I wish for Wilfred's brain to be reformed within his body. And the second gem would crack, and you don't see anything happen that would indicate that a brain has been regenerated inside of his skull, but he does get bathed in like some golden radiant light, and one of him looked, I guess, like a little bit more dead. He kind of has like this little glow to him now. All right, take him to the bishop as quick as you can.
Wait, Marcus, do you have anything?
Anything for what?
To
Can you
bring
raise
him
yourself?
back before we start rushing over?
I don't have anything that I can just bring him back. No.
Okay.
What spells do you have? Hold on.
You don't have Raise Dead prepared?
Would that work?
It would work
Raise that
at
5
this
HP.
point. It's been too
And
long for
then-
Revivify, but Raise Dead would work.
I do not have Raised Dead prepared, so no.
Okay. Silver Spell. Thank you. Do you know of anyone in your family who is missing a limb?
No, but I'll keep you in mind. You all owe me one after this.
Yes, certainly do. Just as a
Patterson.
down.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Just as a down payment. He goes into his bag of holding and pulls out.
Damn, I can't believe
One of
Wilfried's
the
suicidal.
one of the colors of creature control, and the necklace to use it.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I have two of them.
You have 2 collars. Yeah, you only have the 1 control necklace though. But okay.
So, then I would keep the necklace and just give him the
It's
collar.
worthless without the necklace, though.
No, I'm never gonna. No, Jarvis is never gonna use it. So he'll hand
Sure.
him all 3. In
We're
that
wasting,
case,
we're wasting time. We gotta save Wilfried. I will run out and polymorph into a Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, wait, Bruce, I could just teleport. Actually, no, he doesn't have the magic circle for there. All right.
I'm gonna frickin' stay here. If you guys need funds, just ask. I have some backlog cash on me.
Well, all right.
Are you taking? Who's taking Wilfred's body?
I can.
Oh, only Silver Spell can give me a spell slot back.
If we.
Have you heard of the Circle of Communism?
Well, do you have? Hold on. Would you have said in character that you had a way of doing it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% because I do.
Okay. Then I will say so that way Bruce doesn't waste it to cast turn himself into Quetzalcoatl. You got to start running out, and Silver Spell will toss you a potion.
Okay, I drink the potion.
It is disgusting, and you've never had snake oil before, but you imagine that this is what it tastes like. You now have the spell slot, but you also have a point of exhaustion.
That's fine. Oh my god. Alright, people. Get around me. We're heading back to the church.
Okay.
And I start casting Word of Recall.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
1, 2,
Because remember,
3,
my
4,
spot I chose was the fucking church.
5.
5.
And then
Okay,
you
yeah,
could
so you-
take Zeus with you, and of course the corpse, which is an
Yeah.
object.
Alright.
Okay.
Willing up to 5 willing creatures. Technically, Zeus is a creature.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can take all of us plus the corpse. And
Yeah,
Zeus.
and I designated the church as the sanctuary.
Alright.
Yeah, that works. Let me find the church map real quick. Come on.
He's just in the middle of a fucking sermon.
No, it just keeps zipping past the fucking church. Boom. There we go, finally. But yeah, you would all appear, and yeah, Lavalier would be in the middle of a thing, and you would all just appear right here in the middle.
Guten Morgen.
And Marcus is just like fucking hands on knees. He's whipped.
If Ed doesn't do anything, he's gonna have Zeus quickly pick up Wilfred's body and start like you know how a dog can go under a person.
Yeah.
He'll have Zeus do that to Wilfred's body and rush him to the dais.
How strong is Zeus?
He has 15 strength.
You could do it. All right, so you pick him up, and Lavalier would just like he'd see you guys, and he would just like kind of point back over his shoulder in the direction of where you would know the bishop to be. As you all rush over there, the bishop would be like in the middle of prayer, and then he would just hear you all like rapidly approaching and stand up and turn around. He'd be like, "Oh, Marcus, it's good to see you again." Oh.
No time to explain.
All right. How long has he been dead for?
Less than a day, technically.
All right. So it would be what, Ray's dead?
Yeah.
Let me see how that works real quick. Provided it was no longer than 10 days. Curses, similar effects. Can't return an undead creature to life. Closes or mortal will, but it doesn't restore missing body parts, but he wished for the brain back. Okay. Wilfried, the real Wilfried. Whatever heaven or purgatory or hell that you think that you would have gone to. You all of a sudden hear an unfamiliar voice calling out to you within the void. And it sounds very unsure, almost as if it's like getting instructions from other people. And you'd hear, "Return back to us. Oh, what was his name again? Wilfried.
Wilfred.
Oh, Wilfried. Come back to us from the great beyond."
I mean, technically, I'm in Elysium because I worship Mistra.
Bro.
Yeah, he would.
Okay. And as the bishop is saying a prayer over the body and channeling this energy into him, and you would see he appears to be holding a diamond that he's produced from his.
Aaron probably could have actually made the diamond for him.
Supposed to be 500. Can he do that?
Wait, is it 500 for Ray's dead?
It is. Yeah, it's a 500 GP value.
What's for Vivid?
Creation barb.
300.
300.
Okay.
But whether it was the bishop's own or Aaron produced it for him, you guys would watch as it like slowly disintegrates and turns into dust, and the dust begins to settle over the body and sort of be absorbed by it. And coming through the stained glass window, you would see like a single beam of light shoot down, and like as the shadow of the crucifix sort of like encroaches over Wilfred's body, until like it seems to be pushed out entirely, and the room becomes blindingly white. And then all of a sudden, you would be returned with 1 hit point. But I believe you have a -4
Yeah,
penalty
-4 to everything. Where am I? What happened? Huh?
Hey there, dude.
Well, you were dead, son.
Stuff has gotten very complicated.
What are the heroes of Austin doing here? Why am I
Your
in a
brain
church?
was eaten by Intellect Devour
What?
and replaced you.
What?
Yeah. That is the best I can say right now because I am horrible at people talk. Someone take over for the love of God.
The insight checks in though.
Yeah, roll persuasion. Well, I don't know the circumstances of your death, son, but my compatriot here, Father Marcus, and his friends brought you to us, and we have returned you from the great beyond. Though it may have a bit of a strain on not only your physical form, but your soul as well. So I advise caution and rest.
Okay. Okay. Last I remember, I was hit from behind in a structure out in the Badlands, and as my consciousness faded, I was thinking of my family, but that's it. I don't remember anything else.
The bishop would kind of like look to the rest of you as if to, like, almost
Well,
seemingly ask like if his family's okay.
Well, you've been out for quite some time. You had yourself an accident, and let's say that someone has been assuming your identity for quite a bit of time. Your family's okay. Your children are doing well at school. They don't know anything of. Well, they know you had an accident, but they were under the impression that you had recovered from it. But we've handled the whole situation. We are going to need your help in locating the crashed site because that has not been handled yet, and so we will have to handle that eventually. But yeah, other than that, your family's okay, and you shouldn't be targeted, I don't think.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Hero of Austin.
It's Prince Bruce, please.
Prince Bruce. Okay. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, all right.
You would.
I could go through all my titles, but we'll be here for a while. Yeah, you should definitely go see your family. And talk it out with them.
Yeah. I can go home, and tries to get up, but stumbles.
He will. The bishop will. Hold on. I have his thing. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, he'll drop a heal into you. What is that, 70?
Yeah, it's 70.
But he'll sort of push forth this divine light into you, and you'd feel a good bit of yourself recover. But like he said, you do still feel this sort of strain on your body and something beyond that, even something within your core. Um, that should be enough to at least tide you over for the time being. But I do recommend rest.
Yeah. Thanks, Father. All right, I'm gonna go home. Thank you for, I guess, saving me, heroes of Austin, Prince Bruce. I'm gonna go see my family now.
Your wife definitely can fill in some of the blanks. She seemed to be well informed by your doppelganger. So,
I feel like I might need you with me to explain, because I don't really know what happened.
Right.
that's fair.
I am not going to go along because I feel like I will make things worse.
Well, I would recommend that some of you take him just in case any of those side effects prove too arduous for him to handle. However, and you would turn over to Marcus. Before you go, there's something I need to speak with you about.
Bambi?
Bombi.
Tom?
Tom!
Thomas!
Thomas!
He's dead.
Sorry, the wire's still not working for my fucking headset.
Gotcha.
Sad.
Did you hear what I said, though?
No, because it keeps cutting out my right earphone. What?
The bishop had asked that some of you help bring Wilfried home, but then he turned to you and said that he needed to speak with you about something before.
Oh boy, he knows I was spying on him.
He doesn't know anything.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hmm.
What can I do for you, Bishop?
Yeah, come with me, and he's gonna lead you over to his study, his room.
Ed,
I
why don't you
didn't
help
hear
me
you yet.
take? Why don't you help me take Wilfred, because you're good at you're like a very calming presence, so that'll be good for his wife.
Who?
You.
Oh! Yeah, sure.
We got to take Wilfred home and explain what happened.
Yeah, I can do that. I never met her, though.
She's nice.
Okay.
Oh, you met my wife? That's nice.
Oh yeah, I met your wife.
Don't say it like
She
that.
gave me some.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, that came off weird.
That-
She gave me some sugar.
She,
That came off worse. I'm sorry.
I can't
my
believe
wife would
you.
never. I trust that one of the
I'm ki-
great heroes of Austin, Prince Bruce, would never do such a thing.
I'm mostly messing with you. I'm
Prince Bruce
all
is not an
all
adulterer.
messing with you. The sugar was for the tea that she had made me.
Anyway.
Right.
But okay, so Jarvis, are you not going with them to?
Jarvis feels like, due to past interactions with social situations, that he would be terrible at it. Especially with
Okay.
how sensitive this is.
All right, so I'll say because Aaron probably would. Aaron, Bruce, and Ed, you guys start bringing Wilfred back to his house. Jarvis, where would you go in the time being? Would you wait here for Marcus, or would you go somewhere else?
With the recent events that has transpired, Jarvis honestly feels exhausted. So,
You gonna head back to the hunters then?
yeah, for the time being. Because during that fight, he was about to feel like, oh, is this another repeat of being almost burned alive by lava?
Okay. All right. So
So
you.
he's gonna go to his safe, happy place.
Okay.
He's gonna write up some blueprints.
All right. So you start heading out in the direction of the hunters. The others start taking Wilfred. So Marcus, the bishop brings you into his room. Marcus, I know that this is a little untraditional in this sense, but I have a confession to make.
Tell me your sins, Bishop.
After the attack, things were bad here, as I'm sure you know. There were a number of injured, and rebuilding would have taken much more time than it had. I fear that I might have made a metaphorical deal with the devil. Wesley Markiner approached me shortly after and offered aid, not only to my parishioners, but to many of the fine people of this city. But he would only do so under conditions. He
Such
has
as?
asked me to relay messages for him, the contents of which I do not know. But I do know that he plans on expanding his influence westward and attempting to build his empire to greater heights. I know that he is a man seemingly only motivated by money. But I fear that his plans for not only Austin, but the Republic in general, might not be all that kind.
So why are you telling me this now?
I've grown tired of having no answers from him and being forced to do his bidding. But as it stands, he has me in a noose of sorts. Any remaining funding for the reconstruction of the city and to keep people fed and clothed and sheltered will be cut off if I do not continue to go along with his whims. You, however, have made no such deal with him, and I trust you. I need you to find out what he's planning. He's had me meeting with unsavory individuals, these recipients of the letters.
Can you tell me their names?
Do not know them by name, only nickname. There's one, they call him the Butcher, although I don't believe that that's his line of work, or at least not in the sense that normal people would.
Oh. Would I know this name?
I know who you think it is. It's not who you think it is. I can promise you that.
It's not Farkas.
No.
No, it wasn't that. You just brought back a lot of PTSD, Dylan.
And there is another. His form frequently changes.
That's Farkas.
But he always speaks with a similar tone and mannerisms, so I've suspected him to be the same individual for some time. That one I have not met in quite a while. But this Butcher,
Some call him Billy.
Billy Butcher.
Oh no.
Homelander.
Homelander.
Oi,
Took me fucking
Marcus.
kid.
Oi, Marcus. You're a fucking cunt.
Machina took me, son.
Walking that took me, son. He would tell you, I have another letter in my possession here. I'm to deliver it tonight. If you find the time, it would be in your best interest to follow me from a distance and perhaps tail this individual.
Better yet, I could disguise myself as you.
You would take that risk?
I have a certain, he smirks, hat that could that
Fucking
could
hat.
help me out. It's like the fucking hat from Sword Art Abridged.
Yeah, the one that gives him the charisma, so they always just agree to everything he says.
Yeah.
Can I call you Key? No. Okay, Key. God damn it. If you would be willing to take that risk, I would appreciate it.
It's tonight. How many hours?
Wilfried went to go meet them for lunch. You guys rushed over there in a couple of minutes. It's early afternoon, like around 2 o'clock ish. He would say I'm not to meet him until midnight. By the train station.
Okay, so even if I short rested, I could still long rest and a short rest.
If you were gonna long rest, you'd have to basically probably stay here and do that, and then go. You know.
You can
Right,
also
but it
only
wouldn't take the
rest.
full time though.
You can also
No,
only
it would
long
be.
rest after 8 hours. You have to wait a certain amount of time after a long rest in order to long rest.
You guys had long rested, and you had set out early in the morning. I don't know if it's been 8 hours since then, though. Yeah, if I'm remembering everything correctly, you guys all had the plan and you went to do it, but then you went to the college to get Bruce and let him know about the plan because he had left earlier than y'all for work.
Yeah, but what I was saying is that my short rest would be considered a long rest, though. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have that ability?
Pretty sure, because I'm reborn.
It still takes 4 hours, not 1 hour.
Yeah, so you'd have to spend 4 hours, but yeah, you could do that.
No, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm still going to take 4 hours, but I would be able to do it though.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You could do it. So yeah, you'd have more than enough time. You could even reasonably go to Wilfrid's or to the Hunters.
Okay. Yeah, as long as I'm not doing anything.
But he would hand you a letter with a wax seal that has the Machina Industries logo. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, it wouldn't have the Machina Industries logo. That's right. Yeah, this is supposed to be down low. Just red wax.
All right. I don't think I have the hat on me currently. Someone has the hat.
You gave the hat
Aaron.
to Aaron so that he could disguise himself as Wilfried.
Oh, you know what? I can't use the hat. I just thought about that.
Yeah, because you used your divine intervention to simultaneously attune Bruce and Aaron to the hat.
How long does the attunement take?
An hour.
An hour.
Oh, I mean, I could reattune to it.
You could, yes.
Okay.
Then Jesus is gonna be like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
dude.
Maybe I ought to just follow him.
It's up to you. You could definitely go and do something right now, were that something to be going to Wilfred's to say get the hat back. You could then go back, say to the Hunters, or stay there for a bit and attune to it, and then either come back here, Hunters, or wherever, take your short long rest, and then you should be good to go by midnight.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'll do that then. I'll head over to the Hunters and then I'll head back before it's time to go.
Okay. All right, so you head over to the Hunters. So cutting to the rest of you, you're just kind of slowly bringing Wilfried along until after a bit you eventually make it over to his house. And that's not the right map.
Woo woo.
I want to scroll down, you stupid son of a bitch.
Damn heathen.
It won't go down. Go down. What the fuck? No, not Hofstetter Ranch. Bro, it literally won't. Oh, now it wants to scroll, but it's going to go at Godspeed. Fucking hate how they change this shit. No, stop. It keeps doing it. Whatever. You're going here. You're back up over here. But you would eventually make it to Wilfried's house. And there we go, finally. Fuck, where did we say his house
It
was?
was like around here.
Oh yeah, around there. Okay. So you eventually make it to his house, and you would see. Oh, would classes be out at this point?
It takes an hour to cast the magic, the resurrection. So probably.
Okay. Yeah, so you would see out in the front yard his two children, and they are throwing a ball back and forth to each other, but with mage hand.
Teddy, Fiona.
They would immediately stop, and they would like see you and look happy, but then see that you look fucking wiped, and they would both run over. Dad, what's wrong?
So this is gonna. Let's go inside and talk.
Are you okay?
I am now, but this will be a difficult conversation.
Hey, kids, we're here to help out your dad.
Yeah, the heroes of us, and I didn't tell you about them, but I did tell you about them. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Oh, and Teddy would kind of like walk up over to Ed and like kind of like puff out his chest and stand up as tall as he can, and then he realizes that he is way shorter than you, and he just kind of like looks a little dejected.
Hey, look at you, big guy.
And he kind of like puffs his chest out again. I'm pretty big, ain't I?
Yeah, you're tough.
You think I'll get as tall as you?
Yeah. So eat your, drink some milk, eat your veggies.
Oh, I don't like vegetables.
Well,
You know, with prestidigitation, you can
I
make
mean,
them
hey.
taste like anything.
But your daughter. Oh fuck, what's your daughter's name
Fiona.
again? Fiona, right? Fiona would just kind of like start going towards the door, but like she would look back, still kind of concerned, and then she'd run inside before yelling for Teddy, and they'd both go in. And just about the time you get to the door, you would see Wilfred's wife just kind of coming in to the door frame and like attempting to sort of help you guys inside, trying to like grab his other shoulder. And honey, what's wrong?
Let's go to the sitting room.
So you all get settled in the sitting room, and at this point, the dinner that she was cooking earlier in the day smells quite close to done and very delicious. And you see that like the dining room through that like archway, the table is basically already set, and there's like a big basket in the middle with what looks like fresh made biscuits. And there's there's like a couch that like three of you could fit on, and then like two two like individual chairs, but there's
I
not
s-
really
I will
much
sit on
other
the floor.
seats.
I will sit on the floor.
Okay, yeah, you really have to like bend down to get in
Yeah.
here. But you all eventually sort of like gather around and take a seat. And I guess we'll say like Wilfried, you kind of like sit on the couch to kind of like lie down a little bit, and your wife would just kind of like come over and sit towards like one of the ends and like let you use her lap as a pillow. And the kids would come and like sit down on the floor next to Ed. And she kind of like looks towards all of you and she's like, he didn't get hurt doing something crazy, did he?
He
It's
kind of did.
complicated, apparently.
Short answer is yes.
Mariah, the last thing I remember was going out to the Badlands for that crashed object. Everything else after that apparently was not me.
I'd see initially confusion on her face and then almost like this look of like disbelief, like she's trying to reject something that was in the back of her mind for a while. And then I believe you had said, right, it was
The kids had
Your-
noticed stuff.
the kids had noticed stuff, right? But your son wasn't as suspicious, but your daughter was, right?
The
Or was it-
daughter was a bit I gotta scroll up. Look at it.
Yeah.
Because that was like a few weeks ago. Yeah. No, Teddy was a bit more suspicious. His daughter was more worried about him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so Teddy would have like kind of like not like a pug face, but like his mouth would kind of open as he makes the connection almost instantly, and almost has this look of like, I knew it. And your daughter, she just looks even more worried.
We should say up front, he's okay now.
His wife seems to relax a little bit.
A lot happened, and it could have gone wrong, but we got a lot of help, and then we figured it out.
So apparently, when well, of course, the last thing I remember, I was struck at the back of the head. I felt my brain hurt, and then the next thing I woke up in a church. Well, in the Church of the Reckoning, downtown. But I was puppeted by an intellect devourer for the past few months, which is a apparently brain with legs.
Yeah, I don't think your kids would know what that is.
But Fiona
Like, they're smart.
saw that kind of shape out the window.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, so she she kind of has like a shocked look, and your wife. So, for the last month or so, that wasn't you.
No, it was not. I was effectively gone. And were it not for the heroes of Austin, I'd still be gone.
She seems to realize what you mean by that, and well, you're back now, and that's what matters. I thought at times that you were acting strange, but I didn't want to question it. I I trust you, so... But that wasn't you. Could I have questioned it?
No. I don't blame you in the slightest. From what the heroes were saying,
So what was the last thing? Your wife, she had said if she should have questioned it.
it's like
I
no.
believe.
I don't blame you. I apparently was very convincing. Yeah, any suspicion that I had, you could have dismissed from, well, just still recovering from the accident.
That's usually what I did. I just thought that it hit you harder, and you let on.
No.
But did you? She kind of looks towards the others. Did you deal with the person responsible?
That's up next for us. It ain't exactly a person, but well, I don't know.
Or creature?
The eggheads know more than I do.
Prince Summers?
Aaron's
Yeah.
been reading about it.
Yes and no. So, directly yes, but I mean, an accident happened when he went to that crash site. So the next step would be to see what happened at the crash site.
But the thing that was me is gone.
Right.
Okay. But you're going back with them?
Well, I kind of owe them my life. I need to show them where it is. And, well, apparently I had powers before, and I think Mistra has blessed me to maintain some of that ability.
Whatever the Mistaran version of the sign of the cross is.
I don't think they have that.
She just starts like 8 points.
It's like, like, you know me, I wasn't very magically inclined, but I think I can do this, and I make sparks happen with my hand. With precipitation. Oh, that was the GM. With precipitation.
That is an interesting question. What you can be able to do now, but I'm not here to ask those questions.
So, all right. So maybe you're almost close to as good as your kids now at magic.
No. By the Lady of Mysteries, no. they would put me to shame for sure. I am not.
Oh, that's good.
I am not a skilled magician in any sense, especially considering how essentially I have no practice. I suppose I have the muscle memory of it, but no physical memory. But Teddy, Fiona, they would. I'm sure they could. Together, they could challenge Prince Summers to a spectacular duel and win.
No,
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Pat them both on the back. Here's this thing he has to make. Not too hard.
With Teddy focusing on defense and Fiona being a skilled blade singer, they could definitely give you a run for your money.
Blade singer. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me
Elven
about
tradition. That I suggested, given our elven heritage.
I like the sound of it. Anyway,
Quite impressive.
we're gonna make sure he shows us where it is, and we'll get him to there. Keep him far away, and get him back safely.
Okay, so you have no intention of having him fight,
I mean,
just to be a guide?
just to be a guide and hopefully get him the heck out of there well, honestly, once we see it, right? Then we can go
Yeah,
in
I
and
don't
you
think.
say, all right, you can head home now. I don't think you need to do anything else.
What in the hell is on my wedding ring? There's something there. And then you hear a pop, and then tosses something invisible onto the counter, and coming into view is a ring with a brain on it.
Oh?
Oh,
Wait,
that looks
What's
like
that?
a ring of mind shielding that's been altered in some way.
It would look much like a ring of mind shielding. However, it almost seems as if there's like little intellect devourer limbs coming down into the actual coming down from the brain to sort of like grip onto the metalwork of the ring itself.
Well, this is probably something to give to Master Silverspell to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Could I entrust it to you all to ensure it gets to him?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, in a few days, I should be good to guide you all out to the Badlands. But I'll need some rest.
Of course.
And you kids can show me what you've learned over the past few months.
They look very excited at that prospect.
Mariah, I
Okay.
don't suppose that we have enough food for our guests.
We should have enough.
I wouldn't impose.
No, our family owes you a great debt, great heroes of Austin. It would be rude of us not to indulge you.
All right, well, I won't refuse a second time. It's very kind of you, but honestly, you guiding us and helping us take care of this thing is all you need. We don't need to hold your family in debt. That's not what we do.
No, it's more of a personal. Like I know that you won't come to collect, but it's more of a personal feeling of indebtedness.
Well, if it's any consolation, Doc, you have been traveling with us for a little bit, and I mean, we consider you a close friend, so you don't have to feel like you can be a stranger, you know?
Well, I am a stranger in a way.
Yeah, but we kind of know you
You knew
already.
that thing. You didn't know me.
All right, well, let's restart
That
that.
is true.
Well, okay, I guess. I am Dr. Wilfried Tellermel, archaeologist. I give occasional lectures at the College of Mysticism, and I go on occasional expeditions to seek out post-reckoning ruins and artifacts.
I'll start. My name is Ed Brown. I was reckoned here. I am a rune knight of the Herd of Slate. And hero of Boston, I guess.
And Guardian of Gatetown.
Oh yeah, that's true. Shit. Guardian of Gatetown. Forgot they gave us a title.
Yep. Y'all are starting to get them left and right here.
I am Prince Bruce Summers of the Unsleeping Sands, Lord of the Morning Dew, bringer of woeful bliss, son of the crescent moon. yada yada yada. I am a wizard by trade, but I've tried to make my own path of it. So I'm sure your kids can teach me something. And yeah,
If you come by in the next couple days, I'm sure Teddy and Fiona could show you a thing or three.
you know what? Maybe they can help me like copy a bunch of shit into my book quicker. You guys like writing? Yeah. I mean, defense kid, you like writing. Bladesinger, maybe she likes battle, but defense, you like
She's
to
quite
write.
skilled with a short sword.
Well, I mean, Fiona's handwriting looks nicer than mine, but I do like writing and reading more.
Right, well,
Teddy,
I can't read, so Fiona, maybe you can show me something.
yeah, okay.
All right, I'll stop by tomorrow.
Mariah would. I mean, if you want, the invitation's there. We have more than enough food. But if not, then I guess we'll see some of you tomorrow.
Yeah, you should take some time. You know, personally with the family.
She smiles at you rather warmly, and she gets what you mean. All right, well, dear, they think that we should catch up, so I'll see them out. You don't need to get up.
Very well.
And she'll like grab like a throw pillow and sort of like stand up and tuck it under your head and lead the rest of you to the door. And she would say to you when she got there, kind of hush so that Wilfried can't hear. Thank you. I'm glad to have the real him back. I thought I did for a time, but I shouldn't dwell on that. But I'm glad that he's returned to us, and you're all very kind people. Give your regards to the other heroes when you see them. Our regards to the other heroes when you see them.
Oh, I don't have Sir Rattington anymore.
No, you
No.
don't. No more sending the rat to die.
Yeah, secretly it was, if you took off his hat, it was actually a cranium rat.
Oh,
That's why he wore a hat.
But she would bid you farewell. The kids would kind of like wave by from the hallway. And are y'all heading back to the hunters, I take it? Unless anyone wanted to do something on their own.
Yeah, let's head back.
Okay. Jarvis, you would have left from the church and gotten there. Probably set yourself up on a table over in one of the corners, started working on some
primarily
blueprints.
just sketching at this point.
Okay.
Did you bother click on the link or not yet?
I clicked on it. I hadn't gotten much of a chance to look through it, but
Okay.
I'll look
It's
through it.
It's a bit of a look.
Where is it under the manufacturing? Or oh no, I see a prostheses 64.
It's under like a couple things. You got the crafting thing for the basis of properties. Then there's, if you look in magical items, there's prosthetics there.
Okay. Well, I'll look into it before the next session, but I'll kind of like look at it a little bit here and now if I can.
Yeah.
But so you start sketching. After a bit of time, you would see Marcus walk in, and head upstairs to one of your guys' rooms.
Marcus, try to go with the priest. Is his mic still broken?
Tom, can you hear us?
Bumpy. If
Bumble.
we're, if we're waiting on Tom, I also have a question for Jarbo.
Oh,
Okay.
look.
If we want to all
Yeah, I was just,
return.
I was just asking how to go with the priest. I wasn't sure if he was then, depending on.
Well, if he doesn't, I'll just say he just heads
With
upstairs.
the bishop?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
No,
There we
there
are.
you go.
Hello.
yeah, sorry.
Gotta
Every
go.
time I move the wire, it like goes into my right headphone, and my right headphone is on my head and not my ear. So
You get some Raycons.
no, I literally just got these headphones. The problem is the jack inside my mic, because I have that like the Blue Yeti streamer mic is just like I think too big. So yeah, I don't get it. But anyways, it went all right. He is going to keep quiet and not say what he's going to do tonight, just in case.
Okay. But he'll say that and I guess head upstairs.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
And shortly thereafter, probably like we'll say like an hour later, the others would return, and Ed said he wants to talk to you.
Hey, Jarbo. Anton, you're muted.
I wish I didn't.
Sorry, my
That's okay.
mom is in the room asking me a question about Henry Cavill.
Okay, do you want me to turn this off?
Yes.
Love you. Good night.
Sorry, please repeat that.
I was just saying, hey, Jarbo.
Oh, hey Ed, what's up?
I got a. Okay, it's a question about making something, but it's more of an arts and crafts, and not like
Like
a.
Like more tattoo, like the tattoo stuff.
It's tattoo related. Yes.
Okay, shoot.
How can I? So I am a tattoo artist, and that involves poking people. How can I make a child friendly tattoo for a young boy?
Um. Huh. I Does it have to be permanent?
No. That I get the feeling his mama would say no.
Right, because I don't think your child will take it kindly
No,
being
he's
stabbed
he's
several thousand times.
pretty young. Yeah, he ain't even a
Um,
teen yet.
have you ever messed with like ink and paper before?
Oh yeah, I've done drawing. I mean, well,
Yeah, but have you ever like had it smear on your skin?
smear on your skin. I guess so. Yeah.
Well, one thing you do if I don't know where to find any, if it's even a thing, but you could probably take like a sketch of something, put it on like reusable, like I don't know, paper or something. I don't fucking know. You need to find a special paper and maybe some special like skin safe ink.
Skin safe
Draw a
ink.
little sketch or whatever on it, then wet it. Then you can place it on the person's skin, and maybe it would come off.
Oh, so I could smear a drawing. Well, okay, I could do that, or maybe I just draw on. I don't know.
Yeah, you could also just draw on the person, like do face paint or whatever.
Oh, that'd be cute. I'll see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, the thing with the family, I think went well. They're just, I guess,
How
talking it
did
out.
that? How did that go?
Well, I think we might find a lot out when we head over there to the no, the that one.
Yeah. My only question is how far this crash site is, and if it's related to what the fuck we've been dealing. Well, no, it is related to what we've been dealing with.
Yeah, it's got to be, I reckon.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if like Machina or or the Confederacy is like having the brain under some sort of agreement or control. That's even possible, just to keep their survival intact. But but there's one concern that I am majorly afraid of.
Which is
That egg. What happens when they try to turn over a freaking dragon phoenix?
I did not make that connection. Yeah, fucking.
Is it even possible?
Well, we'll find out when we're over there.
And if it dies, will it come back as a regular dragon phoenix? Or does it come back as a weird mutated alien dragon phoenix? I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna. I'm sorry. I've had a long couple days with high near death experience with multiple chances of failure, and I'm just gonna go back to my sketches.
All right. Well, thanks for the help, Jarbo.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, I'm gonna also go to bed.
What time is
Unless
it?
it's like super early in the day, then maybe I won't.
It would be about, I'd say at this point, we're getting close to like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Just because it takes a while to get around from place to place within the city, you know.
I'm going to start copying Steel Wind Strike into my spellbook.
Okay.
It takes 10 hours though, so I will do as much as I can today.
God.
Many foes. One strike.
Alrighty. So
Okay.
we'll say, Jarvis, you work on your sketches until you feel tired enough to head to bed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what
Sunday-
I think I'll work on that next. I think next project is, though I'm working on the sketches right now. I need to get that 10 round mag, or at least 6.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. So you don't have to reload as frequently.
Yeah, or at least have an
Uh,
even number before I need to.
yeah, that makes sense. But as you work on that until eventually you decide to head to bed, and the rest of you, Bruce, working on the spell, eventually, night would fall. I'm not sure if Aaron would have done anything. I'll say maybe that's just another thing that we'll retcon. But you all head to your respective rooms, and once night has fallen, and everybody starts to go to sleep. And I would say, Bruce, how late would you stay up to work on that? If it's like around 6 now.
I'd probably get 6 hours done today, so go to bed at like midnight.
Ah, okay. I know I said that you guys had like 2 rooms. How did we divide the rooms? I know usually Marcus is in a room with Ed, at the
Yes.
very least.
At the very least.
Would Bruce be in the room with Ed and Marcus, or would you be in a room separate from them?
Probably, yeah, I'll be in that room.
Okay. So Ed, you would have went in, and probably around that time, Marcus would have been awake, probably taking an hour to attune to the hat. And then shortly after, you had fallen asleep because I think we've always said that I'd just pretty much easily knocked out. Yeah. You would have felt him climb up on top of you to sleep. I don't know if you would have felt him get up and leave just
Definitely not.
because, yeah, no. So, but Marcus, you would like kind of creep up off of Ed, and you would see like in the candlelight, Bruce just finishing up copying some stuff into his spell book. Do you
Not the
decide to
self.
wait, or do you just head out?
Make CPAP for Ed.
I'll
See
just
that
head out
later.
and see if he doesn't notice.
I have 8 passive perception, so I did not notice.
Okay, that's fair. All right. So Marcus, you head out over in the direction of the train station. You are now attuned to the hat. Are you waiting until you get closer to disguise yourself, or?
Well, am I meeting? I'm meeting the bishop again, right?
Oh, you can meet with him again if you want to, but I thought you said you were going to, because he gave you the letter.
Oh, he did. Okay, so I'm going to just go to the meeting point then, and I'm going to disguise.
Okay. You make it there. We'll say, yeah, you would have left before midnight. But Ed still would have been out, and Bruce probably would have been a little bit more preoccupied, so it'd be less likely
Right.
to be noticing you. But you managed to get there around midnight. Now disguised as the bishop. Waiting over by the train station. He would have specified a bench outside of it, and it's strange. You remember this bench? It was like right around the corner outside of the building where the train station is, uh, where I believe you had previously met a very tall individual, but
Right.
you sit down on the bench. And you sit there for a little bit. Are you keeping an eye out for anything, or are you just waiting for this guy to show?
I'm going to, I'm going to wait, but I'm also going to like see if anything is out of the ordinary.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Nothing.
You're sitting there, and it's a nice night. Surprisingly cool. You're not freezing, but you're starting to get a little cold. And at some point or another, you would see a guy like across the street from you, just slowly breaking down what seems to be like a newspaper stand. And for whatever reason, because he's the only person you've seen around, you just kind of like hyper focus on that, and you're watching him do his thing. So much so that you don't even notice when you finally just stop watching him, like once he's taken the remaining newspapers, thrown them in a crate, and just starts heading off down the street. You just go to look around again, and you notice someone is sitting on the bench next to you. You would see, you know what? Fuck it, because I think this is funny. You would see a Caucasian individual with dark, you're unsure if it's black or brown hair. He's wearing a long sort of like cowboy duster. Um, no hat. His hair is kind of very spiky, and kind of messy too. And he just looks over at you. Oi, you got what I came for?
Do I know who this is? Is this Coulter?
It does not look like Coulter.
He just Marcus will not say anything. He just waves in his hand.
Have what I came for or not?
He goes to like hand it to him.
Okay.
And before he gives it to him, hold person.
Uh-oh. All right. Is your DC a 16?
My DC is a 18.
Damn. Okay. One shy. He sort of freezes up. And kind of like just before he does, you see like his eyes kind of look at you, and you see a dozen different things behind those eyes. He looks like he wants to kill you. He looks like he's trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. But he kind of just remains in place like that.
Marcus opens what's in his hands.
Oh, you open the letter.
Yes.
Okay. You start reading through the letter. It's nonsense. It's some random letter to what you can assume to be a rancher in in the southern portion of the Republic. It's just talking about the price of cattle and this time it's the way but it makes no sense. But the one thing that catches your eye at the bottom, it's signed SE.
SE. SE. What I know is SE.
You make a history check.
The fucking the sepulcher.
Yeah. That's SE is the sepulcher of the eternal. And with that history check and the way how this letter just seems to be straight nonsense, you remember that a lot of the other correspondence was in code.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking from the beginning, that this entire thing was just in code. You're going to tell me who this is going to and what this is code for. He has not broken his disguise, by the way.
Okay. So two things. One, we get another save, I believe. And as well as you do know that while he is paralyzed, I'm pretty sure he cannot speak. Okay, well he failed. So he's still paralyzed. The only reason why the intellect devour code was because it could speak telepathically, but yeah, I'm pretty sure when you're paralyzed you can't speak, unless I'm incorrect about that.
So it says hold person keeps you from moving or taking an action, but talking isn't an action.
Hold on. Can you speak?
So you said they're paralyzed, right?
Oh yeah, that's what the spell says. Let me check.
Where's Beck?
I've been
That's-
making comments every now and then. And
Yeah,
I was muted.
I was like waiting for you to chime in and say
Yeah,
something.
you're
Look out for
paralyzed.
temper.
You need
Liv
muscles to speak.
Beck comment.
Yeah, held
Okay.
creatures cannot move or speak.
That's fine. Huh. Fuck. I was like basing this on him talking. Okay. This fucking
Well,
sucks.
he is paralyzed. You can attempt to restrain him further while he's paralyzed, and he would be unable to resist.
Oh. My fucking handcuffs.
You would
Okay.
have those back now.
Yeah, you have those back.
I attempt to put the dimensional shackles on him.
He doesn't resist, and you do so.
He can't resist them.
Yeah.
Ed might need to borrow them next time we're in D'Anzuru, though, for one of his parties.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Can't
So I
have
do
her,
that.
Can't have her misty stepping on me when I'm trying to fuck. I mean, what? No. So you get him with the dimensional shackles.
Yeah.
This time he would save. He rolled a 19,
But he's still got the shackles on.
but he has the shackles on. I think they only get his hands, but yeah. So he'll kind of sit there, and he still has this very intense look in his eyes.
And he's got his gun pointed at him.
Okay. Looks like the bishop finally grew some balls. Getting tired of being a mule. Sad to say, though, I don't know the code. Can't tell you what the letter says.
You're making me do this. Zone of truth.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I had said this at the start of the session. I'll say it now for you. I fucked up after last night at Strahd. Vex let me know. It does not tell you if they're telling a truth or a lie. They cannot speak a lie within it. The only thing that you know is whether they succeeded or failed. He did fail.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't ping if he's lying or not. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that was my mistake. But you cast it, and
He failed.
he failed.
Okay. Let me ask you again. What's the code mean?
I don't know what the code means without the cipher.
That's more believable. Okay. Who is this going to?
Well, it's addressed right there at the bottom, isn't it?
Where exactly is this going?
My employer.
Where?
Around these parts.
Okay. And when are you supposed to deliver this?
Later tonight.
All right. Are you going to see them, or are they coming to see you?
That depends.
He's going to change his appearance of the hat to look like him.
That's all well and good, mate. But you don't know if I'm going to see them or they're coming to see me. I don't know yet either.
Well, let's say that this did go the correct way and you took this from the bishop, where somewhere you met them before.
Different every time.
Where did you go last time?
Down over by the college.
Obviously, this has connections to Machina. What's Machina's plan in Texas?
Rich cunt wants to expand his empire. He wants a train rail going to Glacier Break. Wants to be able to use their rails to connect out to the coast. Bring California into the fold.
So, he's trying to actually do Manifest Destiny.
You don't know what that is.
Isn't it a concept, though?
It was in the actual timeline, but Vanderbilt's not a thing.
True.
Effectively, Machina is like a conglomeration of those individuals, and he's never made any such statement about using such a term. So technically, no, you wouldn't know about that.
What year was the Reckoning again?
42. And you're in
Okay.
69.
Never. All right. I need to know exactly what I'm to expect meeting these people tonight.
Hilarious. The dude keeps fucking failing. Sorry, repeat that?
No, you
I
can't.
said,
The hold person. That's right. Not the zone of truth.
Yes, it is on truth, yeah. I need to know exactly what's going to go down when I meet these people tonight.
Well, either they'll meet you, or you meet them. You give them the letter. They'd pay me, or I guess you in this case. And usually I'd go on my merry way.
Perfect. What, you said he's Caucasian, right?
Yeah.
When you said he was looking at me, does he look like he should actually be Caucasian? Because he was making those faces you said, right?
Like he's pissed, and he was trying to fucking figure out what was going on.
Oh, but like his eyes weren't like glowing or anything like that, right?
No. Nothing like that. No, I would have told you.
Okay. How far am I from either the church, the college, a jail, or the Hunters Association?
I believe this no, those were for the attacks. You're here, where the train station is. Closest thing to you would be the church.
All right, I'm gonna head to the church with him.
Okay.
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna take you to the church for now. When this is over, I may let you go. If you don't put up a fight, I may let you go. If you put up a fight, I'm going to kill you. You understand?
Clear as crystal.
He holds him by the shackles, and he starts walking him towards the church.
Okay, are you walking in front of him?
I'm walking behind him.
Okay.
So
The
there's
shackles are
two
behind
of this
him.
guy. One of him is pushing him towards the church.
Yeah.
He's going to he'll change his disguise again. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work because
Sky Self is not concentration, but the zone of truth was a point that you chose when you had done it, so you would have left the point behind.
no, which is fine. Yeah, no, that's not what I was saying. I was thinking about something else. Oh, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I might need that. Never mind. I will try to like take like very dark places so like maybe I can like be hidden a bit more. You know, I'm not just in the middle of the fucking road walking. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit unconventional. Make me a stealth check.
Sure. Please. I'm gonna knowledge from a past life thought.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay. You stick to mainly darker side streets and alleyways. And it takes longer than when you originally walked there. And there's a few times where you have to like stop at the edge of an alleyway and wait for like somebody on a horse or like a carriage to go by. And then once you feel like they've been far enough down the road, you just kind of quickly sprint across, pushing this guy along until eventually you would make it back to the church.
All right. I'm just gonna go straight to the bishop.
Okay. So all the parishioners would have cleared out. It's kind of dark in here. It's mainly candlelight. You don't see anyone around, but you know where his room is. And you would knock on the door, and you'd hear like some mumbling from inside, and then he would just kind of open the door and, yes. And you still look like this guy,
I
right?
still look like him.
So
Bishop.
there's fucking two of these guys. What the?
Bishop, it's me. And he'll kind of like, oh, God, what could I do to like not expose who I am? Do not say my name. But we talked earlier about this, remember?
You like tip the hat because you said you have a hat.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I tipped the hat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you would have a hat and he wouldn't. Yeah, so right. Okay, and then he would just kind of like quickly usher you in and like close the door behind you. And he would this guy would look over at the bishop and I see. Too scared to do your own dirty work, huh?
Wait, did he really think it was him still?
Bishop's magical, man.
Fair enough. I'm going to leave him here because I'm going to find out where this letter's supposed to go. He takes it out again and goes, you wouldn't happen to know this without a glyph or anything, would you? I at least know who it's going to. And he hands it to the bishop.
He starts kind of looking at it, and I'm curious to see if he has anything for this. I know usually, what is it? It's like an intelligence DC based on what was rolled for the cipher or something like that. Or rolled for the code or some crap like that.
I can help answer that.
Yeah, what would he have to do?
If you're using something similar to the feat, the linguist feat, the DC would be intelligence plus proficiency bonus, and it's just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, poor Bishop. You're not that smart.
As a reminder, I'm not going to repeat myself because I'm a better person than that.
But yeah, he doesn't have any any other abilities that would so yeah. I'm not sure. I would need a cipher. This is beyond me. It just seems like nonsense.
Is there a way that you can like somehow copy this before I take it back? Maybe like just write it down real quick.
And it doesn't seem to be, and he would like pull like a monocle out, and you'd see it kind of like glow briefly, and he starts like looking at it. There's no magic on this, so I imagine it's just something within the way how the words are structured. Sure. They use magic to decipher it. Yeah, but what magic would they use to decipher it? God damn it, Anton. I need you to talk now. What magic do you use to decipher this shit?
Isn't it the linguist feat?
Comprehend languages wouldn't necessarily work.
I think the linguist feat means you can make a cipher.
Well, he doesn't have the linguist feat.
Oh, I thought he did.
The bishop doesn't. No. I thought he just
oh.
had to try and figure out someone else's cipher.
Right.
Because it says others can't decipher a code you create unless you teach them. They must succeed in intelligence, right? And he rolled lower than the DC, so he wouldn't be able to figure out that way. Or they use magic to decipher it. But I don't know what spell would help decipher a code. Well, let me look that up real quick. What spell can...
Oh, cipher 5e.
Technically, could legend lore tell me what a like it could be, that symbol?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Commune could.
I'll post it.
This sounds like a job for commune.
Legend lore, let's see. A name to describe a person, place, or object. A spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. Lore might consist of carrying tales, forgotten stories, or even single lore that has been widely known. The thing you named isn't of legendary importance. You gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise the detailed information is you receive. So that probably wouldn't work. Because it's not legendary.
Well, I thought it was because it isn't legendary, I would know.
If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'd say you would know that wouldn't work. uh, Well, warlocks, if they have eyes of the rune keeper, but apparently, no, eyes of the rune keeper doesn't work either.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like it's not a.
It's like thieves can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
code. It's a
yeah,
code and not
nothing.
necessarily
You'd have to
something
decipher
that
the
can be
code
translated.
by beating the intelligence DC. I think that's the only way.
I didn't even roll.
You haven't tried.
Well, no, you could try. Yeah, no, but you handed it to the bishop, so that's why I had him roll.
Oh, I was just saying, like, originally I didn't roll.
Oh no,
So
you can. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. Just an intelligence check.
Yeah, it's a straight intelligence check.
Oh God. Yeah, no.
No, you
No idea.
no.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So apparently, I'm looking, and that bit on the linguist feed about magic, might be a typo because there's no spell that lets you figure out what a code is. You just have to pass the DC. That's fucking stupid. Oh wait, no. Knowledge clerics can do something. I believe it's called Visions of the Past. He is not a knowledge cleric. He is an order cleric.
And I'm also not a knowledge cleric.
Yeah.
The Virgin
Yeah, you're-
War domain.
I forgot I was muted the entire time and I was trying to say stuff. If it helps, you could try waking up either Bruce or Jarvis and ask them. Because you know them to be smart boys.
That is an option,
But that
Okay,
also
I have
requires
a short-
leaving.
but it feels
Your
like
prisoner
time is of
alone.
the essence. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I say. Like I
that's
would
the
have
only-
if it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's-
I'll say though that the bishop starts quickly writing down, trying to copy the letter.
Okay.
But the guy would look at you and you just kind of like smirk.
It was so funny.
You know, all of this. Fun watching you two scramble around trying to figure things out.
Well, either way, there's still no. There. You may not make it out of here alive, and you're okay with that.
You see, I would be afraid if I feared death. Death's only the beginning. And who's to say I don't come back and want you?
Oh, if only the devil you know. All right, Bishop. I'm gonna head out and attempt to draw out this person.
Yes, I believe I've finished copying it here, and he'll hand you the original back.
Perfect. He puts it back in the letter. Probably the envelope it came in.
Yep.
Keep an eye on him. If anything bad happens, well, we're at the hunters, right?
You are?
The group is.
Yeah, the group is.
I don't want to give that away either. Just send me if anything goes wrong.
Right.
He's gonna head out.
Okay. And you're heading in the direction of.
The college, because that's what he said was the last place that I met. And he's not going to just sit right at the college. He's going to kind of like meander around in like dark spots and maybe like that one park bench. And that is just out of the ordinary. And see if anyone comes up to him.
Okay. You start making your way over there. What's your passive perception?
It is 15.
Okay. It takes you a bit, but eventually you make your way over to the area around the college. And you sort of start meandering about, just kind of walking along the streets, not picking a particular direction, but I was trying to keep the college, we'll say, within the center. You're not like really going in circles or anything
Yeah.
like that, but you're always keeping it to where you know how to get back.
Yeah.
Eventually, you stop at an intersection as a couple of carriages go by, and a hooded individual would walk up next to you.
No, I can't do it. He just goes, "Oi."
They just kind of like slowly look up. Can I help you?
What does this person look like?
They would be. They seem to be in their early 20s. Um, uh, what's the descriptor? My favorite one. They appear sub-Saharan. You can't really make out too much in terms of hair or anything like that, but it's a
Guy or girl?
guy.
You been to church lately?
Kind of look at you oddly. I'm, no.
Gonna say the bishop sends his regards, but I guess you're not the right one. And he starts kind of like slowly walking away.
They just kind of like watch you as you go and shrug, and eventually across. They kind of like speed up a little bit to go past you and continue down the street. um, but as you sort of like watch them going down, thinking, was that the person? You would all of a sudden get, you'd feel something hit the back of your head. Not hard enough to knock you out or anything like that. It feels like something small.
Turn around.
You look behind you, you see nothing, but you notice an alleyway to your left, and you can just barely make out what seems to be a short figure within the alleyway.
Oh, this is such a trap. It's okay. Do I see anything out of the ordinary other than the short figure?
Make a perception check. You don't see anything else beyond the figure, but this person, you can, even though they seem to be trying to hide it with a cloak, they don't have a hood up, but you can't really make out their features within the dark too well. But they are definitely armed.
All right, he slowly approaches. Big gulp.
Gulp.
Yeah,
But sure, is that you?
maybe. Maybe not.
Aren't you at the fucking meeting point?
What did he say?
Why weren't you at the fucking meeting point?
He fucking lied to me. um. Got messy with the bishop.
Kind of like smacks his face and he's like, "Oh, please don't fucking tell me you killed him."
He's not dead. Yet.
All right, so you only roughed him up a little.
Just a quick
did.
yet.
But yeah, you said you only roughed him up a little.
Yeah, just a little. He's fine. He's gonna wake up tomorrow.
All right. Look, you can't go giving in to your anger like that.
I was having fun.
Yeah, aren't
But-
you always?
Shall we go then?
All right, lead the way.
Don't you know the term ladies first?
Oh, you're funny. And he'll just kind of like push past you, but like give you a little shoulder shove. It only really hits you like in your like thigh, and you notice that this guy's a halfling.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, all
They've
right.
got to be Irish now.
I start following him.
So as you're walking along, he's just like, "Oh, so I'll have you know, I met Richie down by Fairbanks, and well, let's just say they've learned their lesson."
And you were telling me not to rough up the fucking bishop.
That's different. And you damn well know it. Boss said that you weren't to lay a finger on him, though. Well, that's your own damn problem to deal with.
If you won't tell him, I won't.
I won't tell him. But do you think that he won't figure it out? Well, then you're mad as a hatter.
You like it?
Kind of like, yeah, he kind of like turns over and he... Speaking of, where the fuck did you pick that up?
Stole it from the bishop.
He wears hats?
He had one at the church with him. He took it to the meeting site for some reason.
Huh. Those religious folks are always strange.
It adds to my decor.
Yeah, okay. And he would start taking you over in the direction of Gunderson South.
We're like far from like everyone now, aren't we?
Yeah, you are.
Well, Wilfred's not far.
Well, yeah, Wilfred's not far.
Wilfred doesn't know Marcus.
I mean, he knows of you,
Yeah. One of the heroes
but
of Boston.
you know him.
Yeah, but he has like no magic powers anymore, right? So he's just useless.
Oh yeah, you
Oof.
weren't there in the meeting with his family, but he showed that he does have some magical ability still.
Oh, he does. Okay.
The kids are going to save you.
The kids have more magic than him.
But eventually, he'd take you, and just around when you thought you were going to get to Gunderson's, he would like hang a left and start bringing you back up north over by the river, until eventually you get to this warehouse. And he would give a knock on the door and then say, over the hills and far away. And you'd hear several locks unlock, and the door would swing inward.
How many knocks was it that he did?
3.
Like knock, 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 that kind of shit.
No, he knocked once, there was a pause, and then he knocked twice quickly.
So knock, knock, knock.
Yeah,
Over the hills and far away.
yeah.
Okay. Was there a wait between over the hills and far away, or just after the knocks he said it?
There was a pause after the knocks, and then he said it.
Okay.
But you two would both be led in to this warehouse. You'd see quite a number of crates piled up like a good 10 feet towards what seems to be like a good 15-foot high ceiling. And you sort of get like led to the right and then to the left, and then you sort of come out into this more open area, and there's a table set up with there's 4 guards, just sort of your regular like rough and tumble looking individuals,
Yeah.
posted around like the corners of this area, and you would see sitting at the head of the table, it's strange. He looks young, but for some reason you get the feeling that he's more well on in his years than he appears. Seems to be a regular Caucasian guy, but he's got like bright red hair, ginger boy here, but no facial hair, and he's wearing very like ostentatious clothing. Like it's not quite nobility. It's about
Yeah.
like the best that a middle class citizen could afford. And he's sitting at the head of the table, drinking some wine.
Would you say it's something similar to what Jarvis would wear?
To a degree, but like it actually what it would remind you of is like when Bruce went and got his rhinestones for his coat.
Got it. Got it.
But there's, instead of rhinestones, it's kind of like almost like this silver, I guess like filigree of sorts that's along like the edges of the cut of the jacket itself.
Is he just still drinking his wine, or is he looking at me?
Yeah, well,
Or-
like
Yeah.
as you come around, he takes a sip and he ends up just kind of finishing the whole glass in one gulp, sets it aside and picks from his lap like a napkin and just very slowly dabs the corners of his mouth. But you see that the wine has stained his lips a very dark red. Butcher, Ryder, good to see you. Take a seat.
His name is Butcher. Who did he point at as Butcher and who was Ryder?
He didn't point at either of you. He just kind of like waved his hand and like indicated to take a seat.
Okay. He's gonna take a seat.
All right. You and Ryder sort of like sit across from each other.
Oh, so I'm Butcher. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You couldn't tell with the voice.
Yeah, I was. Of course, his name is Butcher. Oi.
Oi,
Boy.
oi,
Homelander.
you Homelander stole me, son. Homelander stole me,
Built in a
son.
train.
Building a train. So, gentlemen, I take it the evening's endeavors were successful. And Ryder would kind of look over at him and he'd go, "Oh, that's right. Firebank's got the message." Excellent. And then he looks over to you.
Got myself a package.
He would just kind of like, even though he's a bit further down the table from you, he would like extend his hand out, expecting you to give it to him.
He's gonna kind of like attempt to like slide it down to where it just reaches him.
You pull it out and like you get ready to slide it, and one of the guards from behind just comes over and takes it out of your hand and walks it over and puts it in his hand. And he would snap with his other hand, and someone would come running from further back, like behind some boxes, and you would watch as they would begin refilling his wine glass. You notice kinda it's a little bit thick for wine.
Yeah, is it blood? Is he a fucking vampire?
Make a,
Marcus, you have an escape plan.
make
I
a
don't think
medicine
he
I do.
check.
does.
I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
He's like, quick, word of recall.
That's one of them.
But yeah, make a medicine check.
Yeah, that's what I'm very scared of, is that they're going to counterspell my word of recall, which is going to suck. You said medicine check?
Yeah.
I think I'm proficient in medicine. I am. That's blood, isn't it?
It is.
He's a fucking vampire.
It's AB positive, actually.
It is.
Yeah, which blood type is it actually?
You can't tell that from a
I don't even
glance, but
think
sure,
blood
why
types
not?
are
26.
known yet.
It's it's AB positive.
1901. Yeah, no, for
But he would take the letter, and you would watch as he kind of like very delicately goes to break the seal, and then you see his eyebrows raise, and then he opens it and pulls the letter out and just begins reading.
The one thing I forgot to do is reseal it.
Yeah. Good news, gentlemen.
Run, boy, run.
Plans are moving forward.
Good
Wow.
news.
Within the next 2 weeks, the two of you will be most instrumental in seeing things to fruition. I imagine, though, Butcher, you'd like your compensation.
Oh, he's suspicious of me. Okay. Well. I do like being paid.
Of course. And he'll snap again, and someone else would run forward, carrying in like both of their hands a hefty coin pouch, and they would kind of come over and put it on the table in front of you.
He won't open it at first. He's going to be humble about it.
So trusting, Butcher.
I know you're good for it.
Sure, I didn't short you.
I know you're good for it.
That I am. A man of my word.
But I am no man.
And he smiles, and you would just catch one of the fangs. And Ryder, I mustn't forget. And you would watch as that same person that had like sort of ran past would come back out again, but this time without gold. And they would be carrying what looks like a small little wooden chest, and they would put it down in front of him. And he doesn't even hesitate. He just immediately flips the lid open and starts pulling up these little glass vials and checking. And you see him kind of like moving his lips to count, making sure that all 8 are in fact there. And then he closes it and puts the lid back, the hinge. And he goes, "All right, well, it's all there. Well, boss, if you've been needing me, you know where to find me. Although, I imagine at this point the wife's expecting me home. Can't have her getting suspicious now, can we?" "No, not at all, Ryder. Please. We'll be in touch."
Yeah, he will say the same thing too. Just he kind of like tips his hat, like, "I'm sure the bishop would love to see me again, and of course, keep bringing us the good news." As he like starts to get up.
"A moment, Butcher, if you would."
Aw. What can I do for you?
I have an inquiry.
Name it.
This letter was strangely unsealed upon its delivery to me.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Not surprising. You didn't notice the signal for the meeting point?
I gotta be honest. I didn't want to say it at first because I didn't want to get in trouble, but Bishop and I had a disagreement.
Oh, did you now?
Yes, he thought he was going to change his mind and had to let him know that he has a lot to lose if he changes his mind. That's why I wasn't on schedule.
I think he's been thoroughly reminded of the risks by now, Butcher. Especially after last time.
Well, sometimes I try not to let certain things, go past me, but I think that goody two-shoes nature of his gets in the way sometimes, and I think this may be the last time he needs to be reminded.
So sure of yourself. I take it that he's not too worse for wear.
By now, he's probably limped back to his church of his and is trying to sleep it off, knowing that he isn't even in control of his own life anymore.
I see. Well, at least he got the message. Speaking of sending messages, and you see as he just kind of like takes his hand and like kind of like does that motion to where like he's swiping it back and forth real quick in front of his neck, as two of the guards run up and immediately grab you. If you want to resist, I'm gonna need athletics or acrobatics.
Can I like? Oh, he's gonna counterspell. Oh, god damn it!
Here we go.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Yes.
I can't believe Marcus dies now.
All right. No, I'll try to past life that.
Okay. You are very lucky. You just managed to slip out of their grip.
Run, boy, run.
As he
They're
would
coming
say,
to get you.
I'm gonna
"Seems
take the
as
coin
though I have a
pouch.
rat."
I'm gonna take the coin pouch and run.
Run,
Yo, you're just gonna run?
They're coming to find you.
Okay. You grab
because he's calling me a rat.
Okay, so you grab the coin pouch and you book it. You start running through the way that you came. You manage to like hook that right turn, and just as you're coming around to make the left, you see the guy that was at the door just kind of intimidatingly standing in front of you, and you notice now, because he was kind of like off into the shadows when he opened the door for you, he's a fucking honking big boy. He's a Goliath like Ed.
Okay. He's a Goliath like Ed.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
Get
Not
out
as
of my
big
way.
as Ed. Oh man. No fucking way. He saved.
Did he really?
Yeah, 19.
You should
Holy
have
shit.
TP'd, man.
But he's right in front of you, and you hear a bunch of shouting from behind, and what sounds like people immediately running after you. I will say Ryder is nowhere to be found. You think he's since fucking dipped out.
How far is the vampire from me?
You weren't taken too far back into the warehouse. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you have dashed, right? Because you said you were booking it.
He can't dash
Yeah.
if he casted a banishment.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so if you had dashed, you wouldn't have been able to cast a spell. If you didn't, you would have just come around. Oh, yeah, you would have just come around the corner without having to dash.
No.
So, you could have cast the spell. Yeah, you think that he could get to you about as quickly as you got to where you currently are. Oh, fuck. But if that would be effectively your turn, I'm just doing this as a loose initiative.
That's fine.
You're just standing there. You try to do that. It doesn't take effect. He just starts cracking his knuckles and his head, and starts walking towards you. And then all of a sudden, you just hear from behind you, "Naughty, naughty little rat," as you feel. Well, let's see if it would actually hit first, because you have a fucking crazy AC now.
He does not have his shield equipped if he's in disguise right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You don't have the shield equipped. Okay.
Does it have his armor? Because you know,
You
that
do
can
have
be
your
disguised.
armor. Yeah.
Yeah, just not my shield. All right.
Let's see. Holy shit, that's a 27.
That misses. Yeah, no, that hits.
All right. As yeah, you would feel claws dig into your back. He is now holding you, and then you feel yourself being pulled back towards him. And you hear a slight hiss as he is going to attempt to bite you. That is a
Vampire Marcus.
24.
That hits.
Okay. So you take 6 piercing and 14 necrotic. And that 14 necrotic is subtracted from your max HP and doesn't come back until a long rest.
How much was it?
6 piercing and 14 necrotic.
Which
But
your
it's only-
maximum health is reduced by 14.
Yeah, your maximum health is reduced by 14. But
20.
he does that, and like the Goliath would kind of just stop in his path because, well, boss has you now. Your turn.
Vampires are undead, right?
Uh-huh.
Normally. They could be an ascended vampire.
No, he's not an ascended vampire.
All right. I'm going to attempt to. Wait, I can move, can't I? Or is he grappling me?
Grappled.
You are grappled.
Grappled.
Escape DC is an 18.
And
but
that's
that
an
doesn't-
action, right?
To attempt to break the grapple, yes. But I mean, if you have some means of getting out of it magically, then whatever that would be, bonus action or action.
I will attempt an action, but this kind of work as like he's gonna ungrapple me. I'm gonna use my channel divinity, and I'm going to turn undead. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Turn creature. Okay, yeah, so it's not low enough of a CR where it's destroyed instantly, so he's got to make a wisdom saving throw. That is a 12, but he chooses to succeed.
He has legendary resistance and
It's a
actions.
vampire. Yeah.
Run,
He
run.
has to survive
Dude.
another round with him.
Let me put it this way. Strahd, right? The only difference is that he's named. Base Strahd is a CR13 and has those things. Any vampire is a CR, well, unless it's a spawn or some lesser vampire. It's a CR13 or higher.
Right.
The spellcasters are like CR15s.
He's gonna choose to succeed. God fucking damn.
Yeah. And you don't have movement. Do you want to use a bonus action? It's up to you.
Spiritual weapon.
Okay. You have it appear next to you and go ahead and make an attack.
It's gonna bonk. Oh,
13 misses.
lovely. Okay.
Okay, good night.
He says that to Marcus in his ears.
Okay, no, sorry, my dad came in. Okay, alrighty.
Good night, Marcus.
He is going to, at the end of your turn, because legendary actions, he's just gonna basically, he's actually rolling to bite again, but, yeah, I'll take it off the GM. It was more for the mystery when you weren't in combat. So he's gonna try and bite, but like flavor wise, he's just sinking his teeth in deeper.
That's a
Oh.
miss.
Okay. The Goliath would like go to walk up again, and he just kind of like looks up at him and hisses, and you hear the other people who it sounded like they were just getting ready to round the corner to get to you, stop dead in their tracks.
Oh fuck! Boss is angry. Guess
Yeah.
let's go for lunch.
But then he will, because he's got you. He is going to turn you around so that you're looking right at him, and he's going to try and charm you.
Just out of fun curiosity, why didn't you prepare for backup?
Because Marcus is a cocky bastard, and he thought he could do this alone.
Got it.
It was for
He
work.
has ways out of this.
Okay.
He could word a recall.
I just wanted to make sure we don't have to fight him later.
Yeah,
that's all.
he keeps saying that like someone's not going to counterspell.
I will tell you this: it is a regular vampire. He
Yeah.
can't. But
Someone else could.
No one else within view of you right now do you know whether or not is a spellcaster. But considering that no one is within view besides the Goliath,
Yeah.
safe bet he's not a spellcaster. You could, but I do need that wisdom
DC
save.
17 wisdom saving throw. All right. Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
He silvery barbs
Okay.
you though.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, right.
And then he gives himself the event. No. No, okay, so you succeed, and you sort of like begin to feel yourself coming under his control, and then you shake it off, and he goes, "You're a tougher nut to crack."
He's trying to seduce me.
Dude, vampires are horny.
Yeah, literally. Is it my
Yes.
turn?
Yeah, it is your turn.
The ultimate weapon
I'm
of vampire.
gonna get my fucking licks in before I get to go. I
Becky's
prepared
right.
this spell literally purposely just in case I did run into a vampire. You fucking vampires. You can go straight back to hell.
Send me!
Oh boy!
I mean, that was
I still think you
your
should have
sixth
TP'd, but
only
whatever.
6th level slot, so now you can't word of recall.
Does he have a 7th level slot?
He's not level
No.
13.
Okay.
We just turned 12.
Yes, he's gonna make his con save. Fails. That's gonna
I'll roll
hurt him though. Yeah, so he'll still take the damage. You know what?
So
No,
blinded.
he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't have expected you to do this. He didn't know what you were capable of. You were still disguised, so it just comes out of nowhere and hits him. So roll the damage. Could have been a cunt and have him succeed again, but we'll give
Now,
you a chance.
isn't Radiant against vampires like double?
It's not double, but it does stop him from regenerating.
Okay.
And
That-
it has a sunlight
I
feature.
may,
It's gonna take
yeah,
extra damage.
yeah. Let's see.
The sunlight isn't. It's only there as a burst. It's not permanent.
Yeah,
So, Beck, I do have another escape, with which I didn't want to do this, but I may have to resort to this.
but yeah, you hit him with it, and he's instantly blinded as and you see his face get all, all bubbled up and starts like popping and shit and boiling. And he lets go of you.
Also, Beck, read the last part of Sunbeam.
Oh, I thought it was just a blast, and then it was there, and then it was gone until you fire it again.
You cast
Okay.
it like, yeah.
So he didn't like it.
It's-
Oh yeah, so when he
uh,
starts his turn, he's just gonna take damage.
But you do have bonus action, and you do technically have movement now.
Yes. Spiritual weapon is going to bonk the fucking dude in front of the door.
Okay.
Please.
That'll hit.
Very good.
As it just whips around and boom, conks him in the head, and he seems a little dazed.
Alright, I'm gonna get to the door now.
All right, you're actually able to like just get right outside of the door. I think that little mode of light follows you, right? Mode of light
It's in
shines.
his-
Shines
in
in
your
your
It
hand.
shines in my hand,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then, yeah, as you get to the door at the end of your turn, you would just kind of like look back over your shoulder, and you watch as he just launches himself back around the corner out of the sunlight, and you hear him slam into someone as like someone starts profusely apologizing under their breath.
Oh, he's not going for me anymore.
You're literally a source of sunlight, his one weakness.
It's-
But yeah, and you think after that, it sounds like you would see like two other guys sort of like stumble around the corner and run towards you. One of them holding a pistol in their hand, and the other one just seems to have like a regular melee weapon. They only get about as far as the Goliath, but they're still relatively about within 15 feet of you.
Oh wait, he's blind too.
No, the Goliath wasn't hit by the.
No, but the vampire's blind.
The vampire's blind. Yeah, no, that's why I said he threw himself
Oh,
back
got you.
around
Yeah,
the
yeah,
corner
yeah,
and
yeah.
slammed into somebody. Yeah, but so these two guys run around, and the only one that's able to actually do anything is going to take a shot at you. I don't think a 19 hits, right?
A 19 hits.
Oh,
He doesn't have
okay.
a
Because my shield. Yeah.
I don't know why this is rolling to GM. Give me a second. We fix that. Great, now I lost the fucking sheet. Are you kidding me? Sorry. Don, wake the fuck up!
What?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna...
That wasn't me that did that.
I said Anton.
Oh, I think you said Tom. I was like, what the fuck?
I did hear Tom
Sorry,
too.
I thought I was muted. That's why I was kind of just drowsing.
6 piercing. It was
Okay.
the 19. I had to roll it again because it was being stupid.
I was so confused. I was like, what?
But yeah, it's like the bullet just kind of like grazes and hits you in the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's back to your turn.
My identity has still not been revealed.
Technically, no.
But he does know your
Because-
scent.
He knows what you taste like.
Oh.
So, wait, hold on a moment. What does he technically taste like is the better question.
Nasty.
Nasty. No, well, we'll find out. But yeah, so Tom, you got your turn.
All right. Is he still chasing me?
The vampire? No.
No. The dude outside that just shot me.
I mean, they got as far as they could, but it seems like they're still giving pursuit. Yeah.
Blasts him in the face full of sunlight.
Can I throw another sunbeam or no?
Yeah, use your action to
Yeah.
fire it again. You have.
Oh,
you
fuck
can
yeah.
do that for up to a minute.
That's
Fuck
the
yeah!
fun
I'm
thing about
gonna go launch
sunbeam.
another one at him.
Okay.
And your perpetual sunlight radiating around you
Okay. The
while
two
it's not being
guys-
shot.
If you really want to be nuts, you can pick up Meta Magic Adept and take Quicken Spell. So you fire it as a bonus action, and then use your action again to fire it again on the same turn.
Oh,
that's-
disgusting.
But you can only do that once.
I could totally do that, dude.
Okay, so the two guys, the one with the melee weapon and the one with the pistol, they both failed. The Goliath actually succeeded. And so he is not blinded, but he turns around, his skin a little bit charred now. You think he did the thing that Ed does, where he kind of like grit his teeth and didn't take as much damage, beyond him also already succeeding. But those two guys that were coming down the hall, they're not looking great. They're definitely bloodied. You still have your bonus action and your movement,
Oh, spiritual weapon's still in there.
and you could still technically see in because the door's not closed.
Is it? Who is it closest to?
Just hit
Probably
the
the
Goliath.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna hit the Goliath.
Okay. Oh, same roll as last time. Yeah, still hits. Which it just hits, as it just whips around and hits him again.
Fuck yeah! All right, and then he's gonna take another 30 feet.
Okay, so you just start running down the street, and at this point you're hearing a bunch of shouts. I'm curious about something. Let me look at Sunbeam real quick. Radiant damage.
He is a glowing beacon right now.
No,
Yeah, it
that's
is
not my
big
concern.
time.
I'm wondering if that would set anything on fire because you just shot it twice into a warehouse full of wooden boxes.
Technically, Radiant doesn't set anything on fire because it spell list doesn't say it does. But like, this is like the full concentrated power of the sun.
So it should.
You could rule that it does, if anything took a direct hit. I'd say if it was a direct hit, it might and like roll for it, but like otherwise it wouldn't.
It says house rule.
Yeah,
You know what?
Sunlight doesn't necessarily set things on
Yeah,
fire.
only if it's like focused on it.
Yeah.
Or, like
Okay.
magnifying glass.
All right, but you would hear people shouting behind you, and you would hear just kind of like rising over them. Get that damned right! And the two guys that just got a face full of fucking sunlight run out into the street behind you. And the other dude's gonna take a shot again. And I think that's a misfire.
Let's go.
Well, that's his
As his-
constitution. His
What's his
gun goes off his constitution.
What? No, it shouldn't be.
Why does it say constitution?
You're fucking with me.
Oh no, never mind. I was looking at the wrong one. Never mind.
Okay.
I was scrolled up because I was looking at something.
I was like, there's no way. But yeah, his gun jams, and then the other dude just dashes to try and catch up to you, and he's matching your pace right now. And he's holding what seems to be not a battle axe, like a hand axe. Kind of more like a tomahawk, I guess. But it's back to your turn.
Okay. He's gonna launch another fucking sunbeam at these fucking dudes. He's killing them. Like, there no chances.
No witnesses.
A success on the gun guy, fail on the tomahawk dude. So the tomahawk dude's kind of like right next to you, but technically because you moved before him, you could move ahead of him and then do it. So, tomahawk dude is critical. Oh, I'm so stupid. They failed the first time. They would have been blind. The fucking rolls would have been at disadvantage anyway. I don't think. Oh no. The one guy shot you the first time before he got blinded. Okay, never mind. So his gun still would have jammed. They're just kind of like trying to run after you based on sound, but yeah, tomahawk dude gets blinded, takes a face full. He's critical. Other dude, in between bloody and critical, and is still also blinded, but he just kind of stops at this point and just throws his fucking revolver down on the ground. And I'd even say Tomahawk dude, he was trying to match pace with you, and he just trips and does like ass over tea kettle.
What about the Goliath?
He would at this point. Well, it's still technically your turn, so he hasn't come outside yet.
He's gonna bonk him with spiritual weapon.
You might not be able to see him at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could still do it. It'd just be a disadvantage.
Yeah, you could do it.
I'll take the disadvantage roll.
Okay.
It still hits.
It still hits. Hilarious. Yeah, as you just boom, and you hear like another thunk from back inside of the warehouse. And I'm assuming you move the rest to get the full 30 further down the road.
Yeah.
So now you're about like 65 feet away from the door down the road. And then the Goliath just kind of like stumbles out. Think he also got blinded? No, he didn't. No, because I said he did the whole Stone's Endurance thing. Yeah, no. He succeeded and did Stone's Endurance. He comes out and sees you running down the road. And he just fucking screams, and you watch as he just leaps 25 feet down the road and starts taking off after you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's a totem barb.
That's
But he is rapidly gaining on you. The other two guys seemingly have just given up the fucking chase.
okay.
Your go.
I'm gonna launch another fucking sunbeam at him.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I'll do that. Sunbeam. Ooh, good roll.
Okay. He succeeds.
So he takes half of that.
And he's raging.
So he takes a quarter of that.
Yeah.
Only if he's
Yeah.
resistant to radiant in his rage.
Yeah. Is he resistant to radiant?
I think it's everything except force.
Or
Is he totem or is he?
Bear
Well-
totem
If
specifically.
he's,
No,
if he's
Yeah.
no. Wait. I have to check.
Oh, sorry, all against except psychic.
What class? Oh no, that's the barbarian feature. Yeah, no. Okay. I wanted to make sure that an instinctive pounce wasn't class specific, but it is a level 7 thing. So yeah. No, he definitely seems to. Yeah, he's bear totem.
Lovely.
Yeah. But he's coming. He's coming.
He's still running the 30.
Okay, you run another 30. Spiritual weapon is, I think, well out of your range now to be able to command it.
Can he still just take a swing to see if there's anything around him?
Post the spell real quick.
He can
Yeah.
command it from that far away. He's not gonna hit anything because nothing's
It
around
just roulette to see if like he will hit anything.
Yeah, sure, why not? You can make a disadvantage hit, see if you hit anything. Alright, and I'm gonna roll to see if any of the guys would have been close enough to it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. You think you just clothesline somebody trying to run out the door.
One Marcus versus an entire warehouse.
But once you do that, this dude is fucking on you.
I see.
And he is going to give me a second.
Any bright ideas?
I do have one escape.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it,
Also,
but
I know the time.
Are you talking about the vampire?
No, the vampire is not chasing this dude.
It's like he's got
Okay.
the sun in the palm of his hand. He's not going after him.
he's not coming. He's not coming.
He's definitely gonna reckless, and this dude's gonna he's got a great axe, and he's gonna make 2 swipes at you.
Can
It's a
I?
22 and a 21.
That hits.
All right. For a total from both attacks, 20 slashing damage.
Okay. It's not as bad as I
This-
thought.
I have a question. How long do you think this chase is gonna go?
If you're tired, just go.
Yeah. If you
I
guys-
just wanted to make sure before heading out.
Just go. Just go.
It's fine. Yeah, you're good, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
Good night.
Right.
But he
Have
makes
fun with whatever
Just
happens.
go.
good night.
Sorry.
That's what I fucking mean.
I mean,
I gotta say, this is the Scanlan dinosaur.
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, it's your go.
All right. I'm not gonna survive this. I didn't want to do this option, but this is how we're gonna end the session. I think. Because I can't risk, because he could possibly take me out next turn. Dylan.
And did you make con saves for the sunbeam too?
Oh yes, let me make con save.
Oh, yep. Yeah,
Make sure I don't get advantage on
The
those.
first one did 6 damage, and the other one did 14. So I think it's what DC
Both
10 for
10,
both
yeah.
of them. Yeah.
So
You're
Okay,
fine.
still up.
You're fine.
Stop. Okay.
cool.
Self-destruct.
Technically, this should work, and I should not be able to come back. Dylan, I'm gonna cast banishment on myself.
Oh my
You're
god, are
banishing
you really?
yourself to Avernus?
I'm going to Avernus to escape this.
Okay. All right. Post that for me real quick.
Because he's returning to his home plane, he's not incapacitated, so he won't lose concentration on it. But he will appear somewhere randomly in Avernus.
That's it for Marcus.
100.
I've been fucking sitting on this for like a half hour now. I'm just like, wait a second, I can cast banishment on myself.
And no one knows where the fuck you went.
That was my second option, Anton.
Are you okay? Here's my real question for you, because if I'm reading this right, if they're native to a different plane of existence than the one that you're on, the target is banished for the faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space to the left or the nearest unoccupied space. So, are you gonna wait it out to try and return? Well, actually,
No,
hold
I'm
on.
gonna stay in Avernus.
Just as I was saying it, you can't return. All right, but yeah, roll me that D100. That's hilarious. on a 1 to 25, if you'd ever decided to do this to yourself, because I had a feeling you had like said something to me about this before. On a 1 to 25, you rolled a 13. You appear in the ruins of your home, your former home in Avernus.
You've been sitting on this for how long?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's where we'll call tonight's session.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Marcus went
I
to hell.
love it.
Marcus went to hell.
Marcus went to hell. Oh my god, that was great. Sorry,
This-
I took up so much time, but that was so much fun.
We have no idea where the fuck you went. We have no idea
You
how
have
to
no idea
get you
where I am.
back.
I can't even send you.
No, you can.
Oh,
There's
God.
a 5% chance that it'll fail, but you can.
You can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
But I
man.
don't think we can't cast plane shift because that's a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
Silver spell could.
So yeah, but I don't think he's gonna go on a fucking field trip to Avernus to get your ass.
We could always ask. I mean, he did do for Zuri.
That wasn't that wasn't plane shift. That was
Dream of the Blue Veil.
and
Yeah,
that was like the
and-
one time that would ever work. And plus, like
Yeah.
we owe him because of the wish. I don't
be
think
honest.
he would do it again.
With what Jarvis just gave him, you don't owe him anymore.
Oh,
I was wondering what he was going to do with that, and I realized after I gave you guys the opportunity to get that, I was like, wow, that's really dangerous. And he basically just gave up what would have allowed you to effectively bind something very powerful to your will as payment. So now I don't have to worry about that problem anymore. Good on Anton.
I mean, the party did voice. I mean, specifically Walter voiced their concern about how it's not. It feels wrong to ethically.
Yeah, well, that was always like the thing to make sure that maybe you didn't use it or you were wise when you used it. But now that I don't have to worry about that anymore, yeah. But did you end the recording?
I have